I'm asking if you can, under the $5 on the app that I scanned, I'm asking for help because that's what it says.
And I did show it to you online where it's listed as $11, right?
But it says here, $5 though. So where's the disconnect?
Then
where's the disconnect?
Check out. But if it's not helping me,
bro, it says associate can help, bro. Bro, you're no help, bro. You're no help.
You have to leave. Have a great day. Husband, see? Please leave.
Huh?
I don't know how that works.
You don't know how it works. Okay, I'll transfer it to you. Void whatever you just scanned. Get rid of it, because you guys should know what scan and go is, right? It says I can pay at the register, so it'll bring up everything that I have. You know what I mean? You take it, it's gone. Tried to do scan and go, told me to bring it to our register, but then it said to check the items, but I don't know. I'm just gonna transfer it to the register so it all comes up and I can just pay the out. That actually says I already paid. So my card is paid for. Yeah, that's fine. So it says I already paid. So I'm already paid for. Yeah. Yeah, everything in the card. I'll show the guy up there. He's gonna check me anyways. Yeah, scan and go. It's supposed to be scan and go, not scan and wait. It's supposed to be quick. Thank you. I'm finding a price checker in here. It's a little tough. They have a click and find over there, but I don't know. If this Lego's like lower, we're definitely taking the Legos, and I gotta check out sneakers too. So full cart gang all day. Let's go. $27. So we're gonna get it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that. Not something that I would collect. But look at that. Bro. Just look at that. We're gonna pay $27. That's a quad up.
Double up.
This place is unbelievable, dude. We got an extra large car right now. Mega profits. Let's go. All right, guys. Trip one. We've got a lot of good stuff. Something posted over there.
Oh, it's super perfect.
Says who?
It says my man.
Where is it over there?
And none of those rules are posted.
Right. None of the rules are posted, so I would just like to ring out and I'm gonna just leave. So
Unfortunately, we can't. It's super perfect.
where is it posted?
It's a store rule.
Where? Where is the store
It's
rule?
store policy.
Show me the store policy.
Eventually.
Do you guys have who's the manager here tonight? I just would like to speak to them. It's already in a carriage. If you could tell them in electronics.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Sometimes we do it just based on.
Alright, do you have a mask by chance?
I don't. That's okay. I know Florida doesn't have a mask mandate. I've been pretty good so far.
Alright, well, I cannot serve you if you're not wearing a mask.
We're literally getting all of this for $204.54. That's crazy. Oh, I'm already finished. I already finished it, yeah.
Understand you have to put them aside so we know exactly what to do.
Yeah, no, it's all set. I didn't want to unpack it, though. It's all big items. Yeah.
We have to know.
Yep, we already got them. Excuse me. You okay?
They're there for
You good?
Yeah.
You do this to anybody else, though? Just wondering.
No, I work.
I know you work.
Security cameras on the
Right.
protectors.
Are you security, though? You ask for protection? Or are you
Right.
just trying to, like, make sure to help people here? You know what I
No,
mean?
we have to air.
Do you mind if can I get in there so I can scan the stuff, or?
Oh, no, that's not allowed.
No? I'm gonna need a little bit of your time, so if you're just gonna stand there and hold the games here, I mean, they're clearance items, I'm not gonna run off and steal them. Nope, I don't want that one. I want to scan every one of them, so that's why I'm saying, can you just stand there and I can, like, just do it really quick? This is becoming not very helpful right now.
Well, I can't leave the case unlocked.
I don't want you to leave the case unlocked. I just want to be able to. Okay, I don't want that one.
They're all coming up as they're marked. Oh, yeah, these are with the clearance of the department manager within that.
I need to scan the front of it because the barcode's not working, so I just need to do a little scan. Y'all able to grab the manager?
Print it up?
No, I don't need to print it. I just want to talk to your manager.
You're sure? I am. Give me a second. Yes, love.
She's yelling out shit in front of everybody. That's just uncalled for. So I don't know. Are you the manager?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So No, you yelled out front. You said you yelled to me when I was walking. You said, you want to pay for the item? Like, am I stealing it or something?
I said you want the
I'm not
receipt.
stealing it. No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said. You want to know why? Because we got cell phones and we get it on video. So what are you talking about? You lying. Stop lying. Right?
I'll be with you in a
Stop
second,
lying.
okay?
So I paid for this item.
So it went.
A bunch of this
went
stuff
through.
here. I know it went through because I was trying to show you on the app.
Okay.
So I paid all this stuff right on the purchase, right?
Okay.
And then I needed to make a second purchase because I forgot I wanted to use my rewards. So I used this. I had $17.
Okay.
And didn't charge me anything.
Yeah, because that's the Target rewards.
Correct. And
Okay.
that's what I tried to explain. But she's trying to tell me I didn't pay for the item. And then as I'm walking, she yells out in front of everybody, "You want to pay for that item?"
And on the walkie.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear me on the walkie? No, she called me. Exactly. I called her.
Come on. It's cool, but like, you know what I mean? Don't lie. I know you're embarrassed, but it's cool.
I'm embarrassed.
All right.
I'm embarrassed.
But I'm good, right? Like I'm not stealing?
Yes,
Okay, appreciate you. Thank you. I'll be back in too. I gotta get some more stuff. Thank you. Easy, man. I'll be back in too. I can't.
We're not crazy, man. Just let us do our job now.
But you're not part of doing your job. You're being a little crazy, man. You guys counted 6. My man was right.
No.
He counted
No,
6, right?
It's 7 there. It's 7 yards there.
But that's not 7, man. That's something different on the receipt. That's 4 different things, man. He already did his
No,
job.
but he has 7. No.
No, I don't.
Sorry. Did you just do the self-checkout over
I did.
Sorry.
Don't they do that at the door?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. I had a problem yesterday too. I had to speak to a manager, but it's okay. All right, I fit 20 on here. I need to find another cart to get the rest. All right, we got them. 32 of them, plus the Bujitsus. $10 a piece. We're gonna hold that big price. Let's go experience the Walmart red carpet special. See how good they treat us. Are they gonna tell us 20 items or less? Or are they gonna understand when I tell them scan and go? And the regular registers cannot. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't know if they could because I've been denied. So we're gonna go to self-checkout because that's what Scan and Go tells us to do. Just be respectful. You cool with that, Thea? Is that cool with you right now? I can turn it away if you're not.
I don't want to be in it.
All right, cool. We gotta be respectful. I see you peeking. You wanna be in it?
No.
I see you peeking over
What
there.
happened? Are you live streaming?
Curiosity got you famous, you know what I mean? Ready? Watch this, ready? What's up, man? Hi. How you doing? Have a good night. Can't stop the hustle. He's probably looking like, there's no way, whew, saying I don't buy my stuff. Who's saying I ain't buying this stuff, man? Like I don't buy my hustle. Come on. You guys know better. All right, cool. 323, we got 215. Uh-oh, we got somebody chasing me. He's chasing me. He's like, hello, hello. What's up?
You see receipt? Can I see receipt?
Oh, there's no way you're chasing me out here right now in the parking lot.
Why?
Excuse me, unless you're accusing me of stealing,
You know.
there's no way, dude. Dude, you just ran down the parking lot.
I don't want to see receipt because he told me you check receipt. That's why.
You just ran down the parking lot. You were like, oh,
No.
right?
I just request you.
Check it out. Let's look at it together. Let's look.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
What's your name? What is it?
Rajesh.
Rajesh. My man. Have a good night. Oh, man, these people are so lucky, man. Yo, homeboy ran from Walmart. See, this is why I love lives. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, homeboy ran out of the front door like, sir. I'm gonna take them all, so don't even bother. This whole thing's coming with me, so. Getting some for yourself? No? You can at least smile. At least 100 pounds.
They're not gonna be sold. Excuse me.
What is going on in this Walmart right now, bro? All right, so we're gonna pay with a different card. Transfer to register, scan the barcode. Okay, 4. As long as it says that, 4. Have a good day. Ma'am, I suggest you let go, ma'am. Ma'am, Am I stealing?
Receipt.
Am I stealing? You don't want a lawsuit,
Well, receipt, sir.
Ma'am.
Receipt, sir.
ma'am.
Sir, receipt.
Ma'am. I'm telling you right now. Hey, get a manager, because the next call is gonna be to my fucking lawyer. Get a manager right now, and get head of security too. Do it again. These Walmart ass clowns, bro. Walmart warriors at their finest, bro. Come on, man. They don't know who they're messing with, honestly. We're gonna go back inside. Let's go! It's time to wake up. What is good, everybody? Welcome to tonight's show. I got a lot. I gotta get a lot. Hey, listen, I always got a lot to say. Shout out to everybody joining the live. Shout out to everybody who is. Oh, I forgot to add my chat box. I think. I don't know. I'm trying this new setup. I've been watching some streamers, and I really like a lot of their different setups. So bear with me. Each time we go live, you might notice something new. You might notice something different or whatever. But just understand that this is a work in progress, and we got a show for you. Now, I know that this channel has been mostly reseller, right? But we're kind of molding into other avenues, other adventures. Something that recently came along. Man, who's still selling on Walmart that's pushing product on Amazon? Are you still selling on Walmart? I mean, are you still selling on Amazon, trying to thrift from Walmart? I got to tell you, I was in a Walmart not too long ago. And before that, I haven't been in Walmart in months. I can promise you, I can tell you and promise you that they had complete shit in that place. Complete shit. So I was starting to think to myself, I'm like, a lot of people left Amazon to go to Walmart to sell, right? Are you one of them? Did you leave Amazon to go sell in Walmart only to find out that you need to submit documents for testing, no different than Amazon, right? Because the grass is not always greener, right? The grass is not always greener. And it started making me thinking, with all the stuff going on, Amazon threw the hammer down about, I don't know, maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. Amazon threw the hammer down and told people, first of all, mic check. You guys can hear me, right? I have to do a little check real quick. First of all, mic check. You guys can hear me, right? All right, you guys can hear me loud and clear. That's some crystal clear type shit right there, man. I'm telling you. Hey, shout out to Evil Crossover in the building. Shout out to Kevin Hawthorne out in Lakeland, Florida. Appreciate you joining the stream. But Amazon dropped a hammer. And what was that hammer, you might ask? Amazon said to itself, Vinny Cuz in the building, what it is. Amazon dropped the hammer and said, we are no longer going to prep your shit. You need to prep your own shit. Prep your own merchandise. We don't care. We know you. We were ripping you off in the past. We know we were packing it in the back of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. They were charging 70 cents for poly bags for small, charging 55 cents to put a fucking sticker on your item. And half the time, they wouldn't even cover the barcode. So your product would end up in stranded inventory because now you have an Amazon FNSKU sticker on the front. You get a barcode in the back. Amazon don't know what the hell to do because you got some minimum wage employee that just is tired of life, can't wait to punch out of work, and your shit gets fucked up, right? So Amazon said, look, we are no longer prepping your shit starting in 2026. And I wanted to bring this video to you because I think it does a pretty good job. It's a quick video. This goes by my Amazon guy. Breaking news, Amazon stops FBA prep services in 2026. So if you are prepping your products, What are you going to do going forward? How are you going to do that? Are you going to invest in a label printer? Are you going to, I mean, you're going to have to, right? I mean, you could always do prep services if you want to, but let's check out this video because I'm interested to see some other views and what's going on Amazon. Shit's been crazy. It's been bananas, but we're going to get to it. Let's check it out.
Amazon is no longer going to be offering prep services for US FBA stores. So as of yesterday, July 28th, 2025, Amazon announced starting January 1st, 2026, will no longer offer prep and item labeling service for fulfillment by Amazon.
So that means get your lazy ass a label printer. Number one, it is cheaper. It is more effective. I have to tell you real quick that in the beginning of my Amazon journey, I was prepping everything. But when you get to a certain level, you start to pay for convenience. You start to pay for convenience.
They continue to say this includes AWT, it includes Amazon Global Logistics, Amazon Send, Supply Chain Portal, so on and so forth. So this is kind of a pretty big deal, in my opinion, when it comes to a change that Amazon has made, as this was one of the first crucial aspects back in the day when Amazon actually released FBA into the world, because it allowed people to basically just have a product, send it somewhere, and sell it all at the same time.
Yeah, so just a real quick background. If you're not familiar, Amazon FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. It was great because essentially you didn't have to do anything. I remember labeling products for 10 cents a sticker. It was worth it. You know, you would buy all these products, 2, 3, 4, sometimes 500 products. You would pack everything up in boxes and ship it. Amazon would take care of everything, labeling, prepping, selling. You didn't have to do shit. You just had to do the fun part. Source the products, send it into Amazon.
And it really is what set Amazon apart compared to other marketplaces at the time, especially most notably something like eBay, where you didn't have this option. You had to either do it yourself or you had to go through a supply chain of some kind with a 3PL and a service provider. But Amazon was that all-in-one. You could send your product, you could get your product labeled, you could get it prepped with whatever type of prep material you needed, and you could all have it shipped from one nice, neat little location. Well, not anymore, as they have seen the vast majority of Amazon sellers now handle their own packaging, including prep and item labeling, either on their own through their manufacturing partners or through third-party service providers, which allows FBA to focus on providing faster, more efficient fulfillment center operations.
So you heard what he said, right? It was interesting. What did he say back? He said, we initially introduced prep services to help protect products during the shipping process, which is complete bullshit. Because if you've been selling on Amazon as long as I have, you know that they've lost your products, they've lost your shipping boxes, they've damaged your products and shipping and everything. And guess what? When you go to get reimbursed for those items, you know what they do? They give you the old fist in the ass response. That's what they do. So that's you know, maybe it's a good thing to let people prep their own stuff, but this is just the beginning.
Now, anyone that actually thinks Amazon is going to somehow get more efficient with their fulfillment centers due to a change like this is probably fooling themselves. We all know at this point in time that Amazon is just historically and low at all times. They are slow whenever they are going through any type of process, whether that's receiving, whether that is, labeling the products or anything in between. I don't think this is going to make them faster in any way.
Of course not. The only thing that's going to make Amazon faster is if they introduce drone services. They have to introduce drone services. Give me a second. I'm going to take a sip here.
Shape or form, unfortunately, just because again, this seems to their own merit to be the vast majority of people aren't doing this. So I don't know why taking away something that the vast majority of people aren't doing would make them faster or more efficient in any capacity. So I am hesitant to believe that this will actually make FBA more efficient, especially in recent times, as we've been hearing record amounts of people talking about how receiving inventory into AWD and FBA is taking 30, 60, 90 plus days to actually receive.
Jesus.
And at that
Now I haven't seen that long of a time frame, 30, 60, 90. I've seen almost 30 days. I haven't seen 60-day check-ins and definitely have not seen 90-day check-ins. That's for damn sure.
At that same time, they're getting so many units that are just going missing. So how are they going to help us transition smoothly? Well, you have two options pretty much. Do it yourself, okay? So you can prep your products yourself or FBA. You can use a service provider. You may work with your own preferred provider or leverage the third-party service providers we have vetted for you. To review our vetted providers, go to FBA providers. Okay, so basically when they say we'll help you transition, they basically mean either get it or don't.
Yeah.
So with that, they also...
It's pretty much either do it yourself or don't.
So obviously still have their SIPP, the ships and product packaging, but they do say, for shipments created before January 1st, we'll continue to provide prep and item labeling services, even if inventory arrives after that date. Now, I find this to be exceptionally funny just from the aspect that I have talked to several sellers within the last couple of weeks who needed to have their items relabeled for some reason or another, whether it's a wrong label on the item or they just have an issue with inside their FBA. And getting through seller support and actually talking to them about item labeling in any capacity whatsoever seems essentially impossible to do.
Listen, if you've ever tried to contact Amazon customer support, you know that you're talking to somebody over in fucking India working for like 20 rupees who doesn't know their ass from their elbow. You cannot ask complex questions to fucking Patel overseas and be like, hey, listen, I have some items that were checked in. Here's my shipment number. Here's my FNSKUs. Here's my invoice. Can you check? They don't know what the fuck they're talking about over on Amazon customer support. They don't. It's to a point that you can't even communicate via the chat. And they come on and they try to tell you that their name is like Tony or like my name is Christopher. No, the fuck it isn't. And I know that I am not calling somebody here in the United States who understands Amazon, because the problem is it's not that they're unintelligent overseas. It's not that they're stupid people, okay? Of course, there are some stupid people. But it's the fact that when you are in a call center overseas, you are trained to read off scripts, right? So it says, if somebody calls about this, you might have a prompt that says, this is how you should respond. And it's very robotic, it's disingenuous, and it's just, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's extremely frustrating to talk about anything. It's just something that Amazon has always had. They've always had a problem with that. And I strongly advise to avoid it at all costs. It's nonsensical.
In fact, one of the things that's really funny is on a post by Kayvon, if we look over here. So Kayvon brought this out as well. And Jared down here says, does this mean will they stop incorrectly relabeling my products to the wrong size? So this is a problem, and Amazon is already just not the best at this exact area, as we have already seen. But I may be hoping that them getting rid of it as a whole will actually make this entire process a little bit more smooth, so they won't actually touch people's products. I'm hesitant to believe that's the case, but I guess we will see. Furthermore, they do say that shipments created after January 1st that arrive without proper prep and item labeling won't be eligible for reimbursement if damaged or untraceable.
Reimbursement? Oh, don't get me started. I don't even know if I've ever got I've gotten reimbursed by using third-party companies to go ahead and do all that work, but me myself, it's extremely difficult.
This is the part that I am worried about. Primarily speaking, looking at this from the aspect of having been on Amazon for years at this point in time, Amazon loses your items all the time, whether or not they are correctly labeled or not. So them saying that any item that arrives without proper prep or item labeling will be marked ineligible for reimbursement, that to me says that they're trying to skirt around the aspect of them losing items at the time of receiving all the time. So I'm very hesitant to believe that this is a change for the good in that capacity, especially knowing how many people just lose items. Typically speaking, it's between 1 and 5% of entire shipments are usually lost during the shipping process to FBA. Well, I should say ship.
And what do they do with that? You don't even know if you get that stuff back. I bet you that's what ends up on those pallets or the return bins that you go and buy for like 50 cents a pound or some shit. That's where your friggin' lost shipments go.
Shipping and receiving. So seeing this, I am exceptionally hesitant to believe that that's going to be a good change and that Amazon is actually going to continue having the same level of reimbursements that they have in the past. To me, this sounds a little bit more like they are looking for a loophole to not have to pay you as much for inventory received. They can.
You know what I always wondered? I always wanted to know why you couldn't schedule your FBA pickups from an Amazon delivery truck. Why couldn't they, if you paid a fee and had Amazon that are in those like big trucks, the UPS size trucks, why couldn't you have one of them pick it up for you? And you know that Amazon is going to scan it right there. It's like, why all the red tape all the time?
Simply just say, sorry, they didn't have the correct label on it, and so therefore we can't relabel it for you anymore as of January 1st, and we are not going to reimburse you for this product. Oh, and by the way, we also lost it in a random fire of some kind that we're not telling you about.
Oh my God, that's so true. Because we've heard it all. We've gotten the emails. We've seen the pictures of the trailer trucks leaking out Amazon boxes all over the road, like in trains being derailed. And you it's so true.
So you are out of luck of that $10,000 worth of inventory that you received. That's my own suspicion of something that will happen here in the very near future. And when it does, I'm sure I will be talking about it on a video just like this one. But in the meantime, if you are somebody who is using Amazon for your labeling and prep services, I personally wouldn't at this point in time. I think the one thing that this has been used for, the majority in the past, has just been new sellers, which, you know, historically speaking, I do think this will probably have a little bit of an impact on the learning curve for Amazon. Again, it was one of the great things about Amazon being able to just get in there and then just immediately send your items in, get them labeled, get it sold, and have them all prepped and shipped all at one place. That was one of the allures of Amazon back in the day. And I think it still is to new sellers at this point in time. So I'm expecting that this type of change will have a little bit of a learning curve for newer sellers and how they can actually start to find new providers and how they can get their products labeled or how they can just label them themselves. So I guess we'll see how that will shake out over time. But all that being said, I think overall this isn't going to have a drastic impact in any way, shape, or form on Amazon. I think the most drastic ones are going to be, they're saying they're going to be faster, more efficient. They won't because it's Amazon. And they're also saying that you're not getting reimbursed for any items that go, you know, lost, damaged, or are untraceable because of labeling issues, which
Crazy.
I think is going to turn into a very, very big issue, given the idea that, again, between 1 and 5% of most shipments goes lost as is, and Amazon has to reimburse it. So I really hope this isn't a little loophole caveat for them to just continue doing that without having to reimburse you.
Oh my God. It's just like, oh my God.
Get ready for a slew of feedback.
Oh, why are you
abuse
here
on
now?
Amazon,
Hold on.
as they are.
I was in my moment. Amazon's so exhausting. Amazon is extremely exhausting. That's all I could say. It's exhausting keeping up with Amazon. It's just, you know. Wake up! A lot of us have woken up and have pivoted, but Amazon's just, they're just too fucking exhausting, man. They really are. Speaking of selling on Amazon, I've been seeing online, on Instagram, on TikTok, I've been seeing nothing but, like, not even Walmart clips. I've been seeing Home Depot clips. And I've been seeing this one group of dudes that go around to Home Depot and they get these penny items. You guys know we've gotten penny items from Walmart. We've gotten cribs, we've gotten bassinets, we've gotten baby items, we've gotten carriages with car seats, $300 combos for 1 penny, sometimes 3 pennies. You guys have seen it in my videos, and Now it seems like it's ticking up big time at Home Depot, and what they're doing is they're getting stopped at the what do you call it? The registers. They're getting stopped at the registers, and one of them has a guy. He calls the police, the Home Depot, calls the police, and the police takes him outside, and he's like, "Listen, I paid for these items. These items were out. Here's my receipt. I paid for it. I own it." Cop was like, "Listen, he paid for it. It was out on the shelf for sale. It is what it is." You know, it's part of the reason why I've always told you guys, "Oh, why you take, you're not supposed to buy that." I'm buying it. It's a penny. It's on the shelf. I'm going to buy it. But in this video, Rockstar Flipper's been actually reporting on some pretty good topics. I actually am starting to warm up to his content. But he's covering the pennies at Home Depot. And 1 penny Home Depot hack, scoring $5,000 worth of stuff for pennies. Do you understand it's one thing to get a baby carriage or a stroller or a crib for a penny, but you're getting $5,000 worth of stuff for pennies at Home Depot? I don't even know how you find these pennies. I mean, obviously you have to join Discords, and there are all type of groups and Discords out there and stuff like that, but let me see what he's saying.
Did you know there's a secret hack to get thousands of items every single day from Home Depot for just 1 penny? That's right, 1 single cent.
Share us the hack.
Well, a lot of people don't know it. In today's video, we're going to find out how it's done, and we're also going to find out if Home Depot lets you walk out the door with these crazy expensive items for just 1 single cent.
They don't want you to walk out of Home Depot for it, so the answer to that is no. They don't let you, but you kind of have to have a spine. You got to have a backbone. You got to know to tell them, shut the fuck up. I purchased this, and that's it. It's on the shelf. It's for sale. But I think there are a couple of loopholes, and maybe that's what we'll learn here.
Yeah, welcome back in the channel, guys. When I saw this for the first time on TikTok and Instagram, it blew my mind. I had no idea that Home Depot had products that you can walk into the store with and pay absolutely 1 penny, no strings attached, no scams. I'm going to show you it actually happening on video from these clips, so I think we shouldn't wait anymore. Let's check it out.
Are Home Depot penny items a real thing? Yeah, like do that actually happen here at Home Depot? You want to see it, bro?
My man's watching it on his phone, bro. Yo, Rockstar Flipper gives no Fs. He's got his phone, and he's got the screenshot right there. That's pretty interesting.
Alright, guys. So the shark vacuum that we're looking for is, said there was one, and it's up there in that brown box. So if someone come over here, see if we can get it down. Is that fun to drive secretly? Thank you very much. Scan this, it should come up. It's not available in store. Bang. You're gonna get it for a pen. How you doing this morning? I'm good, thank you.
When you're finished, select the Pay Now button.
Whoa! Get that card in there quick!
Shark vacuum.
Yo, she just bought a shark vacuum for 1 penny, and I know this is true. I know this is true because they can't mark it down to nothing when they take it off a shelf and they leave it on the shelf. That was good. You got to stick that card in there real quick. You got to pay for it real quick.
Wow. Unbelievable. 1 penny. That's a shark vacuum that's normally like $300. And in the future clips, a little bit further into this video, we're going to see exactly how these people do it. But we're also going to see some confrontations that they have with Home Depot employees where they want to physically stop them from being able to do this. Let's keep going.
Isaiah!
Look at him.
You literally purchased the same one. It was showing you my recall. This one was 80. This one right here, and this one right here.
Jeez!
Yeah, so he took that $700 vanity, got it for
Yo! Shit! Did you see that shit?
penny, then put it up for sale probably on Facebook Marketplace or somebody out there in the store and sold it to him for $250 in the parking lot, and that was pure profit. And the other person got to save $450 off of what they normally would have paid, from $700 down to $250. Pretty nuts. And this is software that's doing this. You got to be careful because some people will tell you this is the software when it's really not. But by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how they are getting these items for a penny. Free credits when you sign up. Make sure you go check it out. In the description box, I'll put a link to sign up for your 5 free credits.
By the way, did you notice that we're on YouTube Premium now? We shouldn't have any ads. We're on that premium flow. Let's go.
It's a link to buy credits at a discounted price. They never expire. It's automated eBay listing generator. It'll make your listings in seconds. All you need is the photos. And I'll also put the demo down there so you can have that if you want to see how it works. And also if you want to be a part of my Q4 wholesale and reselling project as a financial investor and partner, please email me rockstarflipper@gmail.com. And let's talk about it in emails. I'll give you all the information and you can join me ASAP as we have already begun. If you want to get on board.
Let's get into it, baby.
Let's get back to the video.
Alright. Oh.
See, the one thing I can't stand is I can't stand these fucking workers that try to be like these warriors. Like Home Depot, we always call them Walmart warriors, right? Like, rah, I'm protecting the store with my life. Ah, yeah. Like, it's fucking retarded. Of course you can.
Left it out on the floor, so.
That's right.
I mean, it's not one of the same item. They're all different items.
Look at him. You hear him? You've got to cancel this item. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't.
Refunding a cent? I mean, I already paid for it, so.
That's right. Yo, if I already paid for the item, I'm walking out the store. Call the cops.
The transaction's complete. I mean, you left it on. You left it on the floor. It's not like
he knows too.
So it's not dirty work if you guys left it on the floor. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and the next time, don't let them complete it. First of all, you can't prevent anybody. You put your hands on somebody, that's assault. Period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's these Home Depot retail warriors, bro. We're just gonna generalize it. Retail warriors.
Cool. Transaction. Not my fault.
That's right.
Good work.
Yikes. So she found these items that were not supposed to be on the floor because once they're marked out of stock, essentially, or recall, or any of the issues, they don't take them off the shelf yet, and they're still on the store shelf, they're marked as a penny, or that's what they will ring up for on the self-checkout. They ring up, you go to self-checkout because you don't want to go to a cashier who's going to stop. You bring it up on self-checkout, you pay. Once you pay, you own it, right?
That's it.
So that's the position that they're taking. It is a little bit sketchy, a little bit shady, and a little bit dark. Home Depot's getting mad about it, but on the flip side, Home Depot shouldn't have left out items for a penny that ring up in their system as a penny if they didn't intend on it possibly being purchased.
And 100%. I mean, who do you think's in the wrong here? Do you think the customer's in the wrong? Or do you think Home Depot's in the wrong? Let me know. I gotta know.
For a penny. Just saying, that's sort of how it works, right? All right, this next video is going to show you 5 examples of items that are routinely showing up as a penny item, and then he's going to tell you how he can show you all the items across the stores. But warning, make sure you hear what I have to say to you about what he's going to provide you, what it costs, and how you can avoid spending any money to get this information. Bear with me after this little clip, and you'll hear the truth about it. Let's check it out.
Expensive items you can get for 1 penny at Home Depot. First up is this $200 Hampton Bay chandelier down to 1 cent. Second is this $400 Kohler sink down to 1 cent. Third, we got a $400 Shark air purifier, 1 cent.
We're gonna have to go to Home Depot and do a video. We're gonna have to try to do a video and try to get a penny item here. We're gonna have to.
Fourth, we got this $200 sink handle. The price is actually wrong. Some stores show 1 cent. Finally, all these $35 Wise cameras. These deals are only at certain stores, but we post the stores with them in the Discord in my bio.
Okay, so there you go. At the end, if you heard him, he said we post the names of the stores with the items and the deals in their Discord channel, link in his bio. So a Discord, if you don't know what Discord is like a messaging board sort of thing. It's a private, you can download the app, and you can create a group. You, right now, could download it and create a group that says, the most amazing reseller chat ever. And everybody can come in there and chat and be resellers. And it's private.
Which we do have a Discord. We're going to get active. We got rid of almost every inactive person in the Discord. We started fresh. We're going to be introducing a bunch of new categories. So I believe the Discord link is in the description. It is free to join. There's no cost to buy. You're not pressured into buying anything or anything once you're in there. So just understand that.
Private, you have to invite them and give them a code to get in and all that stuff. Well, this guy's created a chat for Home Depot deals, and you join his chat, he gives you the code to get in, and he posts the deals and all the items in that chat. Now, of course, he's going to charge you to be a member of that Discord group. It's $25 a month, $30 a month, $40 a month, whatever it is. That's how he makes money, and that's what he's doing. However, I can tell you some of those Discords are scams. They don't give you any information to take your money. Some of them are legitimate. I don't know how to filter through them. That's up to you if you decide to be comfortable to do that. Or how I have promised you that you can find these items for yourself. All you need to do is go to TikTok, type in the search bar, which is what I did here, and I'm going to show you.
Oh, man.
1 cent Home Depot. Hold on, let's see if we can... we can get my little searchy search up here. Yep. 1 cent Home Depot, and we type that in. I don't know if it's going to zoom in on it. Anyways, there you go. I put it in 0.01 Home Depot. It comes up with a whole bunch of different search terms. Search those terms, and then find the videos like I just showed you, some of the clips, like the shark, like the faucet, and pause the videos of the items, take screenshots of the items, take down notes for the make and models of the items, the serial numbers, screenshots of the barcodes, and then you'll need to go into your local stores and find those items and then scan them. You can look up the Home Depot price scanner. Now, sometimes it may come up on the website as the
Home Depot is very hard to navigate. I was just in Home Depot, and I was saying to myself, man, when I lived in Massachusetts, Home Depot, we always found stuff at Home Depot. Now, in Florida, South Florida, I don't find much in Home Depot. But then again, I'm not doing these, penny flips and fines and shit like that.
Normal price if you look it up on the website. But if you actually get a barcode scanner, you can download the apps and you scan it. Now, if they're up on the top shelf, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But you can scan some of the ones that are available to you. You're asking an employee to get it down. And then you can find out if it rings up for a penny. So this does involve a little bit of effort and work. Or you can go to these Discord groups and pay for them and hope for the best. I would recommend paying with a credit card in case you don't get what you were promised. If they're not providing lists and not giving you products, then you can do a reversal on your credit card. But if they do give you legitimate products and lists and it works, don't charge them back because they did give you what they told you they'd give you. And that, my friends, is how you can get penny items from Home Depot. But hold the phone because some people are going to say that's not legitimate.
I mean, look, is it legitimate? I mean, you're buying sinks for a penny. The stores have it left out. I can't understand why anybody would debate that, besides Home Depot themselves.
Shady, that's sketchy, don't do that. And while that may be true in some form or fashion, if Home Depot discounts an item that is still out on the sales floor because they either intend to remove it, discontinue it, recall it, take it off the shelf, but they never do. They discount it before they pull it from the shelf, which they shouldn't do. They should pull it from the shelf first, take it back, and then discount it. But if they don't, then you buying it for a penny is their fault. That's my opinion, and they have a job to do, and they should do their job correctly. Otherwise,
we need to run that back again real quick. Listen to what he says. Pay attention.
Is their fault. That's my opinion, and they have a job to do, and they should do their job correctly. Otherwise,
you hear that? They have a job to do, and they should do their job correctly. And we need to run it back one more time.
Let's go! Is their fault. That's my opinion, and they have a job to do, and they should do their job correctly. Otherwise, they're going to face the consequences of selling items for a penny.
Facts.
If I go to eBay and I accidentally type in a 100% markdown sale instead of a 10% markdown sale because I accidentally added a zero or I was being lazy, then I am in trouble. I'm going to sell all of my items for nothing, right? That's how it works, guys. That's business 101. And I don't know if you guys agree, but let me know in the comment section. Do you think this is shady? Do you think this is Home Depot's fault? Would you do this? Are you interested in doing this? go do the research, go to TikTok, look up the products, or go pay for one of the Discord groups if you want. This is crazy. It's blowing up all over it. The 1 cent Home Depot hack, some people will call it a scam, some people call it a hack, I don't know, whatever you want to refer to it as, is alive and well on TikTok, social media, Instagram, and everywhere else. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it if you could take 1 second, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel,
penny,
come
man.
back for future videos about retail shopping,
1
online
penny.
shopping, scams, schemes, and everything.
He got it for 1 penny. And again, look, I don't think that, you know, you can't defend Home Depot on this. It's indefensible. If you put the item out on the shelf and it's marked down, somebody picks it up, brings it to the register, pays for it. Like, you cannot stop me from buying it unless you're the cashier. You can fail to ring me up, right? But at the self-checkout, if you lay a hand on me, 2 things are going to happen or could happen, right? 1, you're definitely going to catch an assault charge, right? Just because we're going to be petty Roosevelt. But 2, you might get your fucking teeth knocked to the back of your throat for putting your hands on me. Like, you know, one or the other or both. You know, it just depends if we get it on video that you put your hands on me, then your teeth are probably going to find a new home down your throat. But like, if I'm not recording and you put your hands on me, we might just have to call the police for, you know what I mean? There's like a thin line. So like, retail warriors, listen, I know you get upset because you feel like you've been defeated, and it's human nature. It's human nature to be aggravated, to be frustrated, like, oh shit, they screwed me, man. I'm going to get blamed for this, or, you know, I'm going to have to answer for this, and it was my fault, blah, blah, blah. First of all, it's not your fault. But don't sit there and try to be this, like, social warrior, like you're trying to provide street justice to save the company that who doesn't give a shit about you. And you're going to sit there and give somebody, bro, they paid for a penny, they bought it. See you later. Move on to the next one. Anyways, those are my thoughts, man. I'm curious about what you think. Let me know about those penny items, and is it Home Depot's fault or is it the consumer's fault? You got to let me know. It's just crazy. It is just crazy. And, you know, I in Florida for the past 4 or 5 years, I've never been big into selling on Home Depot. Number 1, I haven't been looking for a lot of items. Number 2, I haven't really known where to look for the items. You know what I mean? I've never got interested in Home Depot. I was always in Walmart, Target, Bealls, whatever you want to call it. Mostly picking up toys. But, like, there are certain niches. Like, I have another channel called Grok and Me, right? We talked about Amazon, and we talked about niches, and we talked about like what Ara thinks is the best niche to sell, and they said electronics, and they said like surge protectors. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't have the numbers on the certain products that people sell on Amazon. But going into 2026, what are some of the categories that made you money selling on Amazon in 2025? I'm curious to know. I am. Let me see this next one. Amazon FBA niches that are making me money in 2025. This is by Jazz Hustles. Shout out Jazz Hustles. I like Jazz. I've only talked to her a couple times on IG. Really cool, down to earth, very mellow. I love her demeanor. We're going to check out what she thinks some of the Amazon FBA niches that are making her money in 2025 and see if they're making you money.
I'm going to be breaking down the top Amazon FBA niches that are going to make you serious money right now in 2025. And these aren't random ideas. I've sold in these categories, I've made real money, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why they're working. So if you've been stuck on wondering what to sell, especially right now,
Video quality is
going
tight.
to give you a solid roadmap. Whether you're just getting started or just trying to scale up, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end.
She had, if you guys know, we first talked about Jazz Hustles in one of my other lives where Find It, Fake It had beef with Jazz Hustles and was talking mad shit. Jazz Hustles ended up turning out to be a pretty cool chick, so shout out Jazz.
I even added a bonus niche that is going to be hitting real hard this fall like it does every other fall. Hey,
real quick, I bet you I can guess what that niche is for this fall. You ready? I'm going to say Halloween. I'm going to say Halloween costumes. Because if you can get in and out with Halloween costumes, I bet.
Hustlers, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka Jazz Hustles, and I am a 22-year-old entrepreneur and Amazon seller. I actually just turned 22. It's just so crazy to say. Like, I've been saying 21-year-old Amazon seller for the longest, and now I'm getting old. I'm getting old, guys. But Leo things here, August 6th. You already know the deal. But yeah. So I know I've done a lot of rambling, and you guys want to get straight into this video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. But make sure to like it up, subscribe for more, and push the little bell so you're notified whenever I post. So let's just start off with one of my most strongest categories, toys and games. This category is...
Hey, real quick, do you still hear the echo now? Let me see. You said there's an echo. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. But let me know. Ready? Let me play this shit right now. I think I fixed it because I was wondering. I heard it, but let me just see. I think it's fixed. Ready? Let me see. Ready?
Is a powerhouse in Q3. And it's not just for the holidays. Right now, I've been flipping things like...
Is the echo gone now?
Teeny Mates, PS4 and PS5 games, Nintendo Switch games, Jellycat plushies, and a lot of other educational toys. Especially anything that has like a character branding or is just hard to find locally. So I actually sold this toy for $14 and sold it on Amazon for $38. After all Amazon fees, I was able to profit about $10 per unit, and they sold out pretty quickly. Now I don't currently sell...
Hey, McCourt, you said it's gone, right? So that means it's gone? No more echo?
This product anymore just because the product has tanked and is now priced in the 20s, which isn't going to be profitable for me. But that's the game. Pivot fast, make your money, and move on. You don't have to wait until Q4 to sell toys.
Also, check this out, right? Something I've been working on real quick. We got the website. We're coming back with website, by the way. Ready? Watch the screen. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh-wee. iHustleSquad.com. We're coming back, but it's not up yet. So I just thought I would, I guess I would share that.
Smart sellers are prepping now. And if you're really just waiting for the Black Friday deals, you're kind of already late. You have to remember that stores start marking up their prices just so then they can give you those discounted pricing in Black Friday, when in reality, they really just put their price higher just so they can give you a fake 50% off. Like that was kind of like the original pricing.
And you know what's funny is we went over some videos in Target on Black Friday where Target literally had Black Friday prices. You would lift the Black Friday price up, and on the back there'd be another price tag, and it would literally say the same thing. It was the same fucking price, and you were just left like, what's going on here? It's crazy. That's been a thing for a while though.
Begin with. So that's where they start raising those prices. I would say they start raising their prices around the end of Q3, which is around September. Next up is back to school and office supplies. Every single August, this niche goes crazy, and you can make easy flips with low prep time. I bought a bundle pack of gel pens for $9 and flipped them on Amazon for around $22.99. Not only did they sell fast, but they were very easy and simple to prep just because they were already bundled. So all I had to do was put my FNSKU label over it, and the sold as a set labels.
So the FNSKU label is what we were talking about on the other videos about prepping your own shit, right? FNSKU.
So focus on things like planners, label markers, pencil pouches, highlighters, basically anything that parents, students, and teachers need for the new school season, either in bulk or just they need last minute. Remember, people will pay for the convenience and the speed. And Amazon's 2-day Prime shipping makes that possible for us resellers. So then we can just take advantage of that. Now, another niche that I'm loving right now is the travel and beauty essentials. Now,
and real quick, just before we continue, just so you know, you might see me looking like all these different directions. Like I have a screen right here I can look at. I have a screen right here I can look at. I have a screen right here I can look at. So I'm looking at multiple screens.
Now with travel back in full swing, this niche is growing fast. I've been flipping items like travel sized lip balms, shampoos, conditioners, and even like those mini makeups. Some of the brands that I'm focusing on are Fresh, usually they're lip balms, MAC lipsticks, especially those mini ones, Love Beauty and Planet shampoo and conditioners.
I love the beauty products. It was one of my top sellers in TJ Maxx, Marshalls, even Home Goods. But Amazon did something where they blocked the crap out of all the beauty products and all the everything beauty. Yeah.
And also the N07. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like an N and then it has like a little O and then a 7. I don't know, it's weird. But their foundations are also great too on Amazon. I guess you would just call it number 7. Now, a lot of sellers do avoid beauty because of all the restrictions, but once you've gotten ungated in a few beauty brands, if you did, it's going to be a gold mine. Remember to focus on the smaller beauty brands as well and not the bigger beauty brands like Neutrogena, CeraVe.
Exactly. The lesser the name, the better.
All of those are going to be mainly asking for 300 unit invoicing, which you should not purchase, especially if you're a beginner. That's just way too much. Focus on the brands that request a 10 unit invoice. So of course, these products are very lightweight, super fast sellers, because I think most Amazon Prime customers are females, and people really don't hesitate to pay premium for them. So if you're ungated in some beauty brands, make sure you're actually utilizing them. You don't want to be missing out on Amazon's best margin categories. By the way, if you want help with your Amazon store and becoming a successful Amazon reseller, and you really just want someone to kind of walk you through the fundamentals and the step-by-step process, that's exactly what I help people do in my Inner Circle mentorship. We do weekly group calls with me and my partner, FB Javon. We do a lot of...
This is what I'll say, and listen, I like jazz. I do. But this is what I talk about when I say that all these Amazon sellers have turned to be core sellers. And the problem is, like, nobody fucking cares what you have to say. Nobody cares what you have to say. And I'm not trying to disrespect jazz. I like jazz. Just in general, like core sellers, they're so guru-ish and so it's gone to the point where people don't give a fuck about what you have to say. And it's because there's so many Amazon retards that like think that they have the word of the Lord on their side when it comes to selling on Amazon, and they don't. You got people that started selling on Amazon a week, 2 weeks, and now all of a sudden they're professional. Like, it's crazy. Even the 7 years I have in as an Amazon seller, I don't consider myself a professional. You got to put 10, 12, maybe 15 years in the game to become a master. I learn new stuff every day, but man, I'm getting so tired of hearing the line of, you could join my course and join others who have found success in selling on Amazon and check out my Discord and my videos and I'll show you exactly what the fuck to do. Like, I'm so over it. Like, the Amazon guru stage is done. It's been done. The train has left the fucking station.
product reviews. So I tell all of my mentees, any product that you plan on buying and investing your money in, send me the ASIN and the cost price first, and then I review them to make sure that you're not going to be making any mistakes and investing your money into a dead product. And if it's a good product for me, I give you guys the green light, you go ahead and purchase it and you make that profit. Or if you just need sourcing help and you really don't want to do any of this alone, my mentorship would help you out a lot. So if you are interested and you have the money to invest in strictly mentorship and coaching, make sure to book a call using this link right here.
So mentorship and coaching, I think, is a little different than course selling.
With my team, it's a completely free call, but make sure to answer all the questions as honest.
Walmart just block all the beauty as well. Yeah, man. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like these sites, man, depend on their third-party sellers, but give us hell to sell on their platforms. I don't understand it.
As possible. And once you book that free call, you'll be getting a Zoom link straight to your email that you inputted in the application. Or you can just go ahead and check the link in the description as well. All right, now let's get into the bonus niche that always does well for me every single year. This is actually kind of like a hint. I knew that I was going to be talking about this niche today in this video, so I decided to put on the color, if you get what I'm saying. But every single year, this specific niche always does well for me.
Real quick, take a chance. I'm going to say Halloween again. You ready?
What can you guys guess? What do you guys think it is? I'll be waiting. I'm still waiting. Oh, don't know? Okay. Pumpkin flavored items, okay? Pumpkin flavored, pumpkin scented, anything pumpkin.
I mean, does that count as Halloween, pumpkin scented? Can we count that as Halloween? No? We can't count that as Halloween?
It will sell for you. Trust me on this. Trust me. Pumpkin is just one of those seasonal trends that just really hits. I've sold pumpkin sauce. I've sold pumpkin Pop-Tarts. I've sold pumpkin coffee. Literally, the list goes on. People will literally buy anything pumpkin when it comes to that fall season. It's crazy. I flipped this $2 pumpkin sauce from Ross for $14.50.
Now, see, this is a lot different than Find It, Fake It, right? Find It, Fake It was telling you to pick up something and buy something for $4.50, and you were going to pay shipping and fucking storage fees, and you were going to pay placement fees and all this other shit. See, this gives you a $12.50 margin, man. Like, that's like what you... Oh, no. No, Jazz, no. $4.27 profit is garbage. Oh no.
On Amazon. And this is just a 1-pack, by the way. So including all the Amazon fees, I was making about $4 per bottle, and that was a 200% ROI.
Yeah, but you're not going to talk about the shipping into Amazon, the placement fees, This is what I don't understand about Amazon sellers, man.
Find that I found at Ross. I'm telling you guys, Ross goes crazy at the end of Q3 and Q4. Just mark my word on that one. Those pumpkin bottles actually started selling before Amazon received them, so I decided to put my price even higher because I was just selling out too quick. And I wanted to make sure to squeeze all of the profit out of those pumpkin sauce bottles. So whether it's pumpkin coffee, pumpkin snacks, pumpkin candles, pumpkin sauce, get creative and start looking now. Because this niche pops off from late August all the way till November. Honestly, to be honest with you, I was still getting sales for pumpkin stuff in December. So let's just say from late August to December. Now, a lot of people ask me, how do you know if a niche is good? Here's my quick checklist I use every single time when I'm sourcing for certain categories and products to resell on Amazon. Making sure that it's lightweight and small, making sure that I'm already ungated in it, or I can easily get ungated in it. If you guys don't know how to get ungated, I'm gonna link up my free ungating tutorials right up here. They are replenishable or seasonal, but with urgency, and they sell for at least 3 times what I paid for, and utilizing the Keepa software to make sure that they actually have demand consistently rather than just them being hype at the moment. If I see 3 or more of these boxes usually checked, then I will definitely be testing them. Worst case, I break even. Best case, it's a repeat moneymaker. So to recap, the niches that are making money in 2025 in Q3
and the funny thing is, a lot of people talk about Amazon sellers like you guys are scalpers and blah, blah, blah. But like, those are like the retards of the world. Those are the people that don't understand that everything that they go shop for and buy is literally resold to them. Those, like everything, you go into Target, you're being resold something. You go into Walmart, you're being resold something. You go into Marshalls or Home Goods, you're being resold something.
And Q4 are toys and games, back to school supplies, travel and beauty, and the pumpkin flavored everything niche. If you're trying to replace your 9-to-5 job or just make even a few thousand a month on the side, these are the categories that are going to get you there. Trust me on that. You just need strategy, some hustle, and consistency. If you want help building out your game plan or
here we go. You ready for the course?
or want to join our weekly group calls where I teach you guys exactly how to source, how to ungate, how to do all of these different things.
It's just, I wish, in the thousands of videos that I've created, I've never said the line. I've never said this line. I've never said, hey, like I just wanted to show you what the fuck I was buying. It's just disappointing, that's all.
Things within the Amazon business. Check out my Inner Circle mentorship right down below, or like I said, use this link up here to book a free call with my team. This is where I work
That's the other line I can't stand. Book a free call.
hands-on with my mentees, and yes, they are really out here doing numbers. For example, my girl Agnes, she has been doubling her.
All right, listen, Agnes is doubling her thing. Here's the thing. When I used to watch Jazz Hustles, she was showing more about the hustle, and it was very less salesy. This is very salesy.
Her sales every single month. She just started with my mentorship this year, and in May, she made 2K sales in
All right, Jazz. All right, we get it. Well, it is what it is, right? Course selling, I guess it's a part of business, is it not? What are you going to do? Some people need to sell courses. Other people can get other people interested and don't need to worry about selling courses. They just go in, show the hustle, and that's it. Part of the hustle is having enough money. You got to have enough money to like buy anything. Part of the problem is people run out of capital, or they overspend and then they don't have enough capital to continue. It's just like you buy and you're not selling enough to recoup any of the money to rebuy. Your profit isn't coming in as much as it should. And that's a big problem. So what some people are resorting to, I personally think is very dangerous. But they're getting into these like buy now, pay later type things. Now look, shit's expensive, bro. Groceries are expensive. Life is expensive. I'm talking about resellers are actually using the buy now, pay later for their products. We're not talking about, hey, I see something nice. I want to be able to afford it. So I'm going to break it up into 4 payments. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about resellers that specifically use these tools to buy product, to sell, in hopes that they're going to like, it's a dangerous slope. And I want to check out this video. It's, let me see, by Blackline, 16.1K subscribers. It's called The Buy Now, Pay Later Bubble is About to Explode. This is one of the most popular ways people are paying. And the crazy thing is, people are like buying groceries and they're splitting buy now, pay later. What is it, BNPL, they call it? People are buying gas on BNPL. Like they're door dashing and buying Uber Eats with buy now, pay later. You're buying a fucking Italian sub for $15 and you're breaking it up into 4 payments. Like, it's getting really crazy out there. It's getting really crazy out there.
When you click Pay in 4 at checkout and that $200 jacket suddenly becomes just $50, you're
Are you buying that $200 jacket, breaking it up, you're like, hey, it's only $50.
part of a $500 billion debt bubble that's starting to crack. The stores you shop at are seeing their profit margin shrink just to let you split the payment. So they add to prices across the board. That's a hidden tax on every single thing you buy. You should stop calling that a free payment plan because everyone's paying for it. One of the key BNPL players lost $99 million last.
Oh, $99 million. BNPL player lost $99 million. And can we talk about what does that look like underneath the glasses? What is that long thing coming out from under the glasses? Does that not look like a... What the hell is that? 99 million loss.
This quarter. Another one burned through 1.3 million every single day last year.
What the fuck are we buying? That a company that provides Pay in 4 loses $1.3 million every single day. What are we purchasing? It's fucking the millennials' fault. I guarantee you, it's the fucking millennials. I gotta have it now. I want my Uber Eats, my fucking $28 burrito in 4 payments.
3 other companies collapsed in the last year. OpenPay left merchants with $18.2 million in losses. Laybuy's failure hit 4,200 businesses. When Kiwi Bank faced $30 million in exposure from just one BNPL company.
Bro, when I hear about all these losses, all I can think about is fucking game over. What is wrong with humanity? It is game over.
Realized this isn't sustainable. The way you pay for everything is about to dramatically change because what started as a clever way to afford things has become a financial time bomb, and you need to understand it before it explodes. Buy now, pay later didn't appear by accident. It emerged from a perfect storm of financial crisis, technology, and changing consumer behavior.
Changing consumer behavior, for sure.
2008 financial crisis fundamentally changed how banks viewed consumer credit. Credit card approvals plummeted. Young adults watched their parents drown in 29% APR credit card debt.
Look at that number, man. Look at that fucking number. 29% APR credit card debt. That's what that is right there. Like, you get your credit card bill, right? You're trying to raise a family, and you open it up, and you see that $100 spend is now going to cost you $129. And then you tell your wife, your kids, hey, I can't provide tonight. We didn't have enough to pay in for dinner. I bought a $28 burrito bowl. But don't worry, it only cost me $7 up front. Oh, man. That's just crazy to me, man. That's just crazy to me.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
My goodness. 29%.
They wanted something different. But the real accelerant came in 2020. The pandemic shifted the world online overnight. E-commerce jumped 5 years forward in 3 months. Everyone was shopping from home, flush with stimulus money. But psychologically scarred by uncertainty, BNPL was perfectly positioned. The pandemic didn't create the pressure, it revealed it. When rent goes up 20%, but salaries rise 3%, people get desperate.
Shit went up more than 20%, I can tell you that. Your rent went way up.
64% of Americans now live paycheck to paycheck, including 6-figure earners in expensive cities.
I read something today that what it costs to raise a family of 4. And can you guess what the number 1 state was? The number 1 state, Massachusetts. It costs an average salary of $313 a year to live comfortably to raise a family of 4 in the state of Massachusetts. $313,000. Who's making that kind of money? Common folk? Common folk ain't making that money. How is anybody living comfortable in Massachusetts?
BNPL didn't create this squeeze, it exploited it. Swedish company Klarna launched in 2005, but remained small until these forces converged. Then everything changed. In the US alone, BNPL volume exploded from $2 billion in 2019 to $24 billion in 2021, an 1,100% increase. In just 2 years, the industry grew 12 times larger. That's not organic growth, that's a gold rush. When
That's
you buy
crazy.
now, pay later, you're not the customer, you're the product.
Yeah, and that's right. You are the product. You're being played by the guise of convenience.
BNPL companies are selling more sales, and it's delivered to merchants at 6% premium. The psychology was brilliant. Traditional credit cards remind you of debt with every monthly statement. You see that balance. You feel that weight. BNPL reframed the narrative. This wasn't debt, it was smart budgeting.
Yeah, and listen, that's what it is too, man. They play a lot on the psychological, it's like psychological warfare. You get that credit card bill, you say, oh, I owe $687. You feel like a shitbag if you can only pay the minimum $25, right? But BNPL is, your purchases are smaller, so you feel less guilty about it. If you have to pay $50 every 2 weeks for that one item, you feel less about it because you feel like, oh, I only have to pay them $50. You don't feel like you have this big bill over your head.
The numbers prove the psychological shift worked. BNPL increases average order values by 30%. People spend nearly a third more just because they can.
Is this guy AI or is this a real guy? Is he AI generated or is this like a real person? Very polished.
Split the payment. For retailers, the math seems simple. Pay 6% in fees, get 30% more revenue. What could go wrong? Everything. The business model had one fatal flaw. BNPL companies make zero money from consumers who pay on time.
Well, I don't know about that. I know there are some companies that give you the convenience of paying in 4 and they'll charge you a fee for it. They'll charge you like $1, $1.50 or something like that per transaction for breaking it up into 4. So you pay for 4 transactions at $1.50, you would pay $6 charge. Not all companies do that, but I do know 1 or 2 that do.
No interest, no fees.
That is true. No interest. No interest generally.
Nothing. Their entire revenue depends on 2 sources: merchant fees and late payment penalties. Klarna alone collected $254 million
Jesus. $254 million
in reminder fees last year.
Oh my. Reminder fees. What are we talking about here?
Creates a perverse incentive. BNPL companies need you to use their service repeatedly, but they also profit when you fail. They've built a business model around that, and the psychology is brilliant. Traditional credit cards remind you of debt with every monthly statement. You see that balance, you feel that weight. With BNPL, it's not in debt, it's smart budgeting, right? By 2021, the average BNPL user had accounts with multiple providers. The stage was set for what researchers now call the normalization of continuous debt. But you're not budgeting, you're being programmed. Scientists have scanned people's brains while shopping. When you see a $100 price tag, your brain's pain center, the insula, lights up like you're experiencing physical pain. But show that same brain $25 today, the pain vanishes. BNPL companies literally hack your neurological response to spending. This is called temporal discounting. Your brain treats those 3 future payments like they're someone else's problem. For thousands of years, humans survived by prioritizing immediate needs over future ones. BNPL exploits this ancient wiring. The companies understand this psychology.
I don't think he's blinked once. Has he even fucking blinked?
Perfectly, reducing payment friction and minimizing checkout anxiety. They're selling psychological permission.
Oh, he blinked. All right. I think this guy's real. I like his video. I'm just saying it's very, when something's too perfect, it just seems too perfect. But he's doing a great job. It's a good video.
To overspend. And every company wants in, right? Traditional finance lets you borrow to buy a car. BNPL's innovation was to let you borrow to buy a burrito. Now you're subscriptionifying your entire life without realizing it. That jacket isn't just a purchase anymore. It's a monthly service. Your whole wardrobe becomes Netflix. Each payment plan adds another recurring charge to your mental load. Now,
so true, man. It's so true. Look, we used to complain. The biggest proponent was when we would get cable television, right? Cable television. We would bitch and moan about, oh, cable TV is so expensive. It's so expensive. I wish we had a streaming service. Why can't we stream what we want? Pick what we want. The ton of shows on this cable that I just don't watch half of these channels. And what did we get? We got a la carte. We got streaming services. And we also got higher prices. So now that we have that, do we not miss cable anymore?
Now here's where it gets dark. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau data shows 43% of BNPL users have missed payments. Look around you. Nearly half of everyone using BNPL has already failed to pay on time.
That's
1
crazy.
in 3 paid late in the past year.
Oh my God. Like, what are we doing with our fucking money, man? Like what are we doing with our money?
Among those who use multiple BNPL services, the rates are even higher. When payments fail, the cascade begins. You miss one $40 payment, the app tries again. Your account overdraws. That's a $35 bank fee plus an $8 BNPL fee. Now you're $83 in the hole from a $40 payment.
It's just like the banks with $35 over fee. Imagine, hey, you went down to zero, and instead of declining your transaction, we decided to let it go, and because we were just gonna charge you $35 for money that we knew you didn't have, but we figured you weren't paying attention. So, that $40 purchase is now gonna cost you $83. Fucking scam, bro. That shit's always been a scam.
One small mistake becomes a financial avalanche. When payments fail, the cascade begins. But the real trap is loan stacking. The data is staggering. 60% of BNPL users juggle multiple active payment plans. Nearly a third, 32%, manage 3 or more simultaneously. Different due dates, different amounts. It's a mental juggling act that's designed to fail. The most alarming trend shows how far it got. BNPL for necessities.
Ready for this? Watch this. This is crazy statistics now.
1 in 6 users, 16%, now finance food delivery.
Do you understand where we've been? We're at a place now where my father was good at working on cars. He was good at building additions on the home, decks, pools, all this shit. He was hungry. We'd go to the deli every weekend to get the fresh cold cuts to make a sandwich, right? Right now you have kids that are like, I need Uber Eats. I want to pay $28 for a $10 fucking burrito bowl, and I'm going to pay in 4. Do you understand the problem?
Klarna's partnership with DoorDash means you can split a $15 burrito.
Oh my God, $15 burrito that would have cost you $8 if you got your lazy ass up and went yourself.
Into 4 payments of $375. We're microfinancing lunch. When society normalizes splitting the cost of a meal,
it hurts my brain. Oh my God. It hurts my brain to it physically. Yeah, let's just keep going.
Meal into installments, we've crossed a dangerous line. It's desperation dressed up as convenience.
Yes, I said that. Disguised as convenience.
This shift from discretionary to essential spending reveals BNPL's true nature. But who's paying for that? While you're feeling clever about splitting payments, retailers are bleeding money. Every BNPL transaction costs retailers 4 to 8% versus 1.5 to 3% for credit cards. Let me show you exactly what this means.
I didn't know that.
Take a $100 purchase at any store. With a credit card payment, the customer pays $100. The card processor takes a $2.50 fee, so the retailer receives $97.50.
Right.
With BNPL, the fee is $6, so retailers receive $94. That $3.50 difference per transaction is massive. For businesses operating on 8 to 10% profit margins, BNPL fees can shrink profitability entirely. But it gets worse. The contracts BNPL providers force on retailers explicitly forbid surcharges for their users. Retailers legally cannot pass these fees to BNPL customers. So what would they do? They would raise prices for everyone. What if BNPL added to retail prices across the board? Cash customers are subsidizing BNPL users' shopping habits, but payment delays compound the damage. Credit card processors deposit funds within 24 to 48 hours. BNPL companies promise 3 to 5 business days, but frequently take longer. For small businesses managing tight cash flows, those delays can mean missing payroll or supplier payments. The Australian market gives us a preview of the coming collapse. When OpenPay failed in February 2023, they left behind $18.2 million in operating losses. Merchants who thought they'd been paid, they weren't. The money was gone.
Oh, man, imagine being a small business and you take this and you take a majority and your business vanishes because of paying for BNPL companies. Oh my goodness, it's disgusting.
Laybuy's bankruptcy was...
You know, there was an old saying that my dad used to say, if you don't think you can afford it, you can't. And if you have to pay on credit card and you can't buy it in cash, you can't afford it. You can't.
Even worse. 4,200 merchants and 766,000 customers left scrambling. One craft store owner reported losing $790 on just one transaction. Multiply that across thousands of businesses. Kiwi Bank's $30 million exposure to lay-by sent shockwaves through the financial system. This wasn't some small startup failing. This was systemic risk becoming reality. Unlike credit card processors backed by major banks with FDIC insurance and reserve requirements, BNPL companies offer zero merchant protection. When they fail, merchants eat the losses. And it's not hard to see why they're failing.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You know, you put all your eggs in one basket. If you're a bank, a small bank, and you're funding any of these BNPLs, I mean, it's so easy for somebody to not pay. They're not regulated like the credit cards either. It's very different.
Here's the dirty secret of BNPL. They lose money on every single transaction. Not sometimes, not on risky customers, every single transaction.
Whoa.
Let me show you the math that's killing these companies. Klarna, the industry's largest player, just posted these numbers. Q1 2024 revenue of $621 million.
620. These companies are making this much money because of degenerates.
But losses of $99 million. That more than doubled from last year. Their workforce has been slashed from 5,000 to 3,500 employees, with plans to cut down to 2,000 using AI. Their CEO admitted they need to fire 60% of their workforce.
Wow. 60% of their workforce gone.
Just to approach profitability. That's not optimization, that's desperation. But here's why it's mathematically impossible for them to succeed. On a typical $100 BNPL transaction, they collect a $6 merchant fee. After paying 50 cents in processing costs, $1.50 for customer service, $2.40 for fraud and defaults at their 2.4% rate, and $2 for technology and overhead.
Yeah, technology and overhead, $2. Let's just fucking throw that in there. No problem.
They're left with a net loss of 40 cents. These businesses are money incinerators. The funding structure makes it even worse. BNPL companies borrow from institutional investors at 5 to 7% interest, then lend to consumers at 0%. During the easy money era, investors tolerated these losses because they believed in growth. But rising interest rates changed everything. Borrowing at 7% to lend at 0% while eating 2.4% in defaults isn't a business model. It's a death spiral. The default rates hide an ugly truth. BNPL companies tout 2 to 3% default rates, but look closer. These are measured on 6 to 8 week loans. If annualized, that would be catastrophic. Automatic payments mask true delinquency until users' bank accounts run dry. Users who can't pay get blocked from future purchases, creating hidden defaults. So much so, it started to be noticed. Without interest income to offset losses, BNPL companies have only one option: grow or die. But growth is expensive. Customer acquisition costs run $25 to $40 per user. With average transactions of $135, they need multiple purchases just to break even on acquiring you. The death spiral has begun. To grow, they must approve more risky customers. More risky customers means higher defaults.
Or not risky customers, more dumbasses that want to finance a $30 fucking burrito bowl from Chipotle with extra sauce, chips and salsa on the guac on the side, and a large soda that's going to give them diabetes type 2. They keep it up. Not risky customers. Dumbass customers.
Higher defaults mean bigger losses. Bigger losses mean more desperate measures. We've seen this movie before. Subprime mortgages in 2008. Payday loans. The pattern never changes. Easy credit, explosive growth, sudden collapse. The free-for-all is over. Regulators have finally woken up to what BNPL really is: credit. And they're bringing the hammer down. But first, understand this. BNPL companies...
I mean, obviously it's credit. Why wouldn't it be looked at as anything but credit? You're essentially giving a loan that needs to be paid back in a set amount of time. Of course it's credit.
Structured their products to dodge the 1968 Truth in Lending Act by keeping loans under certain thresholds. Credit cards must disclose all costs up front. BNPL, they found the loophole. Less protection for you, more flexibility for them. That loophole is closing. 2024 marked the turning point. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau ruled BNPL must follow the same rules as credit cards. Full disclosure of all fees and terms, standardized cost comparisons, dispute resolution processes, refund protections. For companies already losing money on every transaction, these compliance costs, estimated at $2 to $3 per transaction, are devastating. The crackdown is global. The UK now requires mandatory affordability checks before approval.
I don't know why the UK is trying to be the good boy here. They're arresting people for preaching and sending text messages. Fucking UK. Yeah, okay.
Australia has fully integrated BNPL into their national credit code. The EU's Consumer Credit Directive now covers all BNPL services. The regulatory arbitrage that lets BNPL companies operate in the shadows, gone. Banks smell blood in the water. They're moving in for the kill. Chase launched My Chase Plan, BNPL using existing credit lines.
My Chase
American
Plan.
Express created Planet. Citi rolled out FlexPay. Apple tried Apple Pay Later, failed, then partnered with Affirm. The bank's advantages are crushing. They have millions of existing customers and can borrow at near zero from depositors. They operate with diversified revenue streams, decades of regulatory compliance, and actually profitable business models. Industry consolidation is accelerating exactly as predicted. Moody's warned, few BNPL companies will remain independent. They're being proven right. Square bought Afterpay for $29 billion, now worth far less. OpenPay went bankrupt. Laybuy collapsed. Others are desperately seeking buyers. The survivors are abandoning the pay-in-4 model entirely. Klarna pushes 6 to 24-month loans with interest. They're becoming exactly what they claimed to replace. But if consumer BNPL fails, what about B2B BNPL? Businesses
B2B.
are now using buy now, pay later for inventory, equipment, even payroll. The volume is staggering, expected to hit $669 billion by 2029. But when a consumer misses a payment on sneakers, they lose shoes. When a business can't pay for inventory it already sold, entire supply chains collapse. Imagine a retailer using BNPL to stock inventory, selling it, then the BNPL company fails before paying the supplier. The supplier doesn't get paid. The retailer can't restock.
That's what I was talking about. Like Amazon sellers are buying this shit, and then it's not, yeah.
Can't buy. One BNPL failure could freeze entire industries. Within 24 months, the BNPL landscape will be unrecognizable. The survivors will be indistinguishable from the credit card companies they claim to disrupt. The revolution is over. Traditional credit won.
I agree too. Credit cards won. This other stuff, man, it's just a quick hit and go. I think it's just a quick flip, just like anything.
Someone has to pay for all those split payments. The question is, who? When a BNPL company fails, here's what happens. Option 1, retailers eat the loss. This is what happened with OpenPay, Laybuy, and Genoa Pay. Retailers who thought they'd been paid discovered the money never arrived. $18.2 million in losses, 4,200 businesses affected, zero recourse. Unlike credit card processors backed by banks with FDIC insurance, BNPL companies offer no merchant protection. When they fail, retailers simply don't get paid for products already delivered. Option 2, debt gets sold to collections. The BNPL company's remaining assets, including your payment obligations, get sold to debt collectors for pennies on the dollar. You still owe the money, but now to aggressive collection agencies who add fees and damage credit scores.
And the crazy thing is when you pay a credit card, you essentially create a trade line, right? You create a trade line and you start working on your credit. With these BNPLs, when you open that up, there's no trade lines. The only time they get on your credit is when you fucking go and buy your $30 burrito bowl on 4 and you don't pay it. It's going to go on your credit. Other than that, it's not being tracked. You're not being rewarded for good payment history.
This is already happening. Failed BNPL companies' loan portfolios are being packaged and sold to the highest bidder. Option 3, banks absorb and transform them. Square bought Afterpay. Banks are launching their own versions. When traditional finance absorbs BNPL, they add what was always missing, interest rates. Your paying for becomes a credit card with extra steps. Same debt, new packaging, higher costs. Option 4, emergency bailouts. When Kiwi Bank faced $30 million in exposure from Laybuy's collapse, it revealed the systemic risk. If enough retailers and banks are exposed, governments might intervene to prevent broader economic damage. But bailouts mean taxpayers foot the bill. Your tax dollars cleaning up venture capital's mess. BNPL was never sustainable. It was a venture capital experiment in human psychology, subsidized by billions in investment money. For 5 years, investors paid for your split payments, hoping to find profitability that doesn't exist. Now, the bill comes due, and everyone pays.
Oh, man. You know, I'm just thinking if, like, a lot of people just signed up for, like, a Klarna or, what's the other one? Afterpay or whatever. And, like, imagine millions of people all signed up at once. Everybody spent at one time and then never paid. That would probably teach them a real fucking valuable lesson.
Retailers through losses and fees. Consumers through higher prices and...
Well, I'll go buy Pokemon cards, pay in 4. We'll pay $125 for a $500 box and just never pay for it. Millions of people to do it.
And collapse services. Taxpayers through potential bailouts. Investors through worthless equity. The party's over. Traditional credit won. Or will this morph into a new kind of product we're not seeing coming? If you're interested in how tech is reshaping finance, maybe you've wondered what actually happens.
All right. I mean, listen, I like that, man. Paying for? How are you going to pay in for? How are you going to pay in for? Whoa, somebody outside had a big exhaust. I don't even know if you heard that, but man, we're going to get into a little bit more of a hot take here. You know, I like to watch both sides. I like to watch the right. I like to watch the left. I like to watch in between. There's a place in the United States. It's a city. Dearborn, Michigan. You guys know about Dearborn, Michigan? Well, it's actually the first U.S. city to have a Muslim majority living in that city. And there is a Muslim guy. He goes by Myron Gaines. And he had some thoughts about it. And it's interesting. And I got a lot of my stream setup. You'll see. A lot of my stream setup is based around his stream setup because I like the way his setup is. I'm going to change like down here. I'm going to change this. I just put it there because I didn't know what else to put right now. But I have some ideas of what I want to do down here. But I like it. And just this guy goes off the rails, man. It's funny. It is funny. Myron dropped the cold reality about most Muslims. And he's Muslim himself. Okay, keep that in mind. He is Muslim himself. Now, I'm assuming a lot of his content is not YouTube safe. But since this is on YouTube, I'm going to assume this is YouTube safe. So we're going to take a chance here. Let's see what he got to say.
Look, man, I've been in different circles. I talk to people from different places. I tell you guys all the time, when people talk shit about blacks, I tell you what people say about blacks behind their back. With Muslims, we gotta have a real discussion here. People get really annoyed when you try to shove your way of life and your religion down their throat. Nobody gives a that you pray 5 times a day. Nobody cares that you're religious. Nobody cares that you cover yourself up. Nobody cares about none of that shit. Where people start to get annoyed is when you try to put your way of life out there outwardly where people have to accept what you do. This is why so many people have a negative connotation of Islam, because you guys want to come in, you want to shove it down their throat, you want to force niggas to do the shahada, you want to force niggas to pray. Bro, nobody wants to hear that shit. People want to be able to practice their religion without you judging them, without you giving them a headache, without them having to hear the adhan. You don't want to hear it, bro. This ain't your country. Sorry. Go to a Muslim country if you want that shit. There's plenty of them. There's like 50.
So I'll tell you right off the bat, I mean, if you didn't hit enough points just in that one opening line, like, wow. Okay.
Look, here's a red pill for you guys that you guys really got to understand. Okay, and Muslims are going to get mad at me for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say it anyway. Islam does not teach you to critically think. I'm sorry. Okay? They teach you the Quran. You're supposed to memorize surahs. It's a very let's memorize approach. Okay? Rehearse, memorize, have the Quran memorized, etc. Cool, whatever, right? It doesn't really push you to critically think. Okay? It's a very structured religion. This is the way it is. It's very rigid. You're going to learn this surah. You're going to learn this surah. You're going to learn how to pray, do the wudu in this way, etc. It's very systemic. And it's created that way so people know how to follow.
So what he's saying is like the Quran is a very memorized, scripted, I guess. Scripted religion. I mean, every religion, I think, is kind of scripted to a point, right?
A very good guideline for life, right? It is. But the problem is that these guys don't get it like, yo, I understand that Islam has this way of doing things. I'm Muslim myself. I get it. But guess what? This isn't Saudi Arabia. This isn't Sudan. This isn't Egypt. This isn't Lebanon. This isn't Syria. This isn't Iran. This isn't Libya. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, this is not a Muslim country.
I mean, he's got a point. He's got a point, right? This country was based on Christianity. This is a Christian country. Majority of Christians in the world, right? And I think to his point, what he's saying is, look, practice your religion. You want to practice? Practice. But when it starts getting into the seams of other people's hairs and you start making their quality of life uncomfortable, it becomes a problem.
Okay? So the things that you do in UAE, you can't do here. The things you do in Saudi Arabia, you can't do here. There are people here that are not Muslims. You must understand and respect that. Okay? You can't freak out if people criticize the prophet. We have freedom of speech here. Mm-hmm. This isn't a Muslim country. I'm sorry, bro. And we don't want to change it into a Muslim country. A lot of these guys get offended when I say shit like this because...
And he is a Muslims saying this. It's fascinating. It's interesting to see his takes on a lot of things.
It's like they've astaghfirullah. They've never heard this shit before. So they're like, oh my God.
He said, astaghfirullah.
This is, it's the truth, bro. This is not a Muslim country, bro. And this is the uncomfortable truth that a lot of these don't want to hear. Because a lot of you guys can't think outside the box. So rigid.
And I think that's a big problem with society as a whole. I think there is, in 2025, we are so emotionally driven that the majority of us fail at critically thinking, even if it affects either your own nationality, your own religion, your own friends, your own people, your family, whatever it is. You fail to critically think because you're so hyped to act on emotion. And my camera's gonna die, so I need to change the battery in my camera. Great. Give me a second, guys. Two batteries juiced. I had almost there, guys. Hold on. Oh shit. Is this battery dead too, bro? Do I not have... That's the third battery. Oh, this battery has to save me. Come on, save me, battery. There we go. Saved. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, let's continue.
Everything is haram. Nobody wants to hear that shit, man. You want to be a mu'min? Cool. Do it. But don't sit here and try to lecture niggas on what they need to do, or come into a country that isn't your country and then impose your will on them. They don't.
It's true, man. If you walked over, or if you went to a Muslim majority country, you'd be screwed. There's no way they would stand for you to go out and preach Christianity. Like, no way, dude.
I don't want that shit, bro. And I'm telling you guys what everyone says behind y'all backs. This is how everybody feels about the Muslim world. This is how people feel about Muslims. They're annoyed by it, bro. Right? So let's not overstay our welcome. Let's show respect to the host country. And that's it. I'm not telling you guys not to practice and be religious and everything. No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying it's a problem if you're going to do the Adhan 5 times a day, wake people up. It is going to be a problem when you guys take to the streets and pray in the streets, right? Close out the roads and stuff like this. Disrespectful, man. It's up. It's up. And you all know damn well they would never be able to do that in Saudi Arabia. Could you imagine if like 100 Christians try to block off a road in Saudi Arabia to pray? Come on, bro. You telling me they're not going to jail? Huh?
Immediately. Immediately. Immediately.
You try to do that shit in UAE, you try to do this in one of these other Muslim countries, you think they're not going to give them a big problem with that?
Bro, you try to protest that over there, bro, they're going to come over, put you in handcuffs, and all of a sudden in the car, you're going to be like, you're not going to know what the fuck to do.
Come on, man. We know the Muslim majority countries are never going to tolerate that shit. Okay? So don't get mad when people don't want you to do certain things in their country that you would never accept in your country. Just be fair. This is a very fair measure to take, but a lot of guys are going to get mad at me. Oh, bro, what the... Guys are rigid, man. They're very rigid. And that's a problem. And I'm just saying the shit that no one else wants to say because they don't want to get criticized by, you know, the whole Muslim community on YouTube, but I think I have a pretty measured take on this situation. I don't think that it's appropriate to act fool and push your religion down people's throats, man. Like, nah, bro, that's not fair. That's not cool. We're here as guests. You want that shit? Bro, there's plenty of beautiful places you could go where they say that down 5 times a day, right? And you'll be welcome there. You won't have no problems and love American citizens. UAE is one of them. When you're shutting down Times Square, okay, to pray, which, by the way, is a symbolic Western location, okay? There's a reason why they're doing that. I'm not stupid, all right? They're shutting down Times Square, praying.
He's based, man. He's just based.
With loudspeakers and shit to do what? To assert dominance, okay? That's what they're really doing. I'm not stupid. Let's just call a spade, all right? I'm probably the only Muslim that will admit this shit. When they're shutting down Times Square, when they're blocking off the streets, when they're doing the down 5 times a day, it's to assert dominance. And if you bitch ass niggas don't want to admit that, then I will, because you guys are liars. It's to assert dominance. It's to let people know that we're coming.
Yo, my man is dropping. What is going on, bro?
And I'm here to tell you guys, the people of these Western countries have every right to resist you saying we're coming and we're going to take over. They have every right to resist. They really do. Because this is not a Muslim country. It's not. And I know you guys don't like hearing that shit, but if you guys want to hear that shit, go to Saudi Arabia, go to UAE, go to Qatar. These countries are all beautiful. They're safe. You don't got to worry about shit. You don't got to worry about 99 genders. You don't
He said you don't have to worry about 99 genders. You know, speaking of Dubai, man, Dubai is actually one of the safest places in the world. Do you understand that? Like, Dubai is like a place you can leave your wallet on top of the car, go out for 2-3 hours, come back and your wallet will be untouched. It's a safe place. It really is. It's very safe for Westerners, from what I understand as well. So if you want to go to a place that you don't have to worry about 99 genders, then you can head over to the UAE.
You got to worry about lutis. Dapat man na bigusto no. Mafi lutis. Mafi haramia. Mafi mushkila. Go over there. Go over there, bro. Goddamn. But when you guys come in here and you guys want to pray at the Times Square and everything else like this, assert dominance, because that's what it is. That's what it is. It's called spade. That's a problem.
And let me ask you this, right? My whole question would be, if the USA was such a bad place, right? If people hate the USA, why does everybody want to come here? There's a reason everybody wants to come here. But then the question is, when everybody comes here, why do you want to change what's here? Why come here and try to change what's here? Why not just, like, if you want that, why not just stay where you're at? I'll just never understand. I'll never understand that.
Because let me tell you something. Right now, and you guys all know I'm telling the truth, a bunch of Christians went to Mecca and tried to do that shit, they'll be beheaded. And you guys know it. So shut up with this dumb shit about, oh, bro, like, you know, we should be able to do what we want. We want to do it for the day. You niggas try to do that shit in Mecca, they would be cooked. They'd kill those Christians in 5 minutes, beheaded immediately.
Yep. I mean, is he not speaking facts?
Beheaded immediately. And if not, they're going to jail. So don't come here with that bullshit, bro. That's what annoys me with these. Like, you guys are not honest. You guys are just not honest. So these guys have every right to resist that you guys are trying to assert Islamic dominance in a Western country that isn't a Muslim country. I tell the truth whether it benefits me or not, and this is coming from a Muslim guy. I don't like to admit this, but it's the truth. It is what it is, bro. And if you niggas are going to complain in the comment section and talk shit and say, oh, well, El Myron, you're not a Muslim, or El Islam. Bro, this is why so many people have a negative connotation of Islam. Because you guys want to come in, you want to shove it down their throat, you want to force niggas to do the shahada, you want to force niggas to pray, you want to force people to tell them that the religion sucks and Jesus isn't a God and all this other bullshit. Bro, nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit. People want to be able to practice their religion without you judging them, without you giving them a headache, without them having to hear that done. They don't want to hear it, bro. This ain't your country. Sorry. Go to a Muslim country if you want that shit. There's plenty of them. There's like 50. And a lot of them are clean and safe. That's what it is, bro.
I mean,
look, man, I've been in different circles. I talk.
How can you argue that? I'm not sure how you can argue that.
To people from different places. I tell you guys all the time, when people talk shit about blacks, I tell you what people say about blacks behind their back. When people talk shit about Hispanics, I tell you guys what they say. With Muslims, we got to have a real discussion here, okay? People get really annoyed when you try to shove your way of life and your religion down their throat. They get really annoyed by it. Nobody gives a that you pray 5 times a day. Nobody cares that you're religious. Nobody cares that you cover yourself up. Nobody cares about none of that shit. Where people start to get annoyed is when you try to put your way of life out there outwardly where people have to accept what you do. Yep. Okay? Once you interrupt other people's way of life, it becomes...
Yeah. Once you interrupt the way of life, that's the key.
Becomes a problem. And here's the other thing too, because let me address this too. Someone will say, oh, well, Myron, the church bells go off. What's your comment to that? Oh, you know, well, Christians do this and it makes... Here's the thing. This is a Christian country, so shut up, man. If niggas want to gather around and say, hail Jesus all day and shit like that, it's a Christian country. Shut up, bro. Honestly. Just like if I'm a Christian or I'm a Westerner and I'm in a Muslim country and they're doing that 5 times a day, I gotta shut up. When I go to the UAE, I don't say a goddamn word. I shut up. I respect the customs. I respect the religion and I respect the culture. Is that so tough? I shut up and I don't complain. Okay? You want to be in America, you want to be United Kingdom, you want to be in Australia, etc. These Western countries that are founded by Christian people, you got to follow the rules, bro. Like, you got to follow the rules. You just do. And people get mad at me for saying this shit, but if they want to put the church bells, they get the right to do so. Now, I know what someone's going to say in here. Some dumbass nigga, oh, well, Myron, there's the separation of church and state. Let me talk to you guys about the separation.
Based as fuck, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Church and state. Because I explained this shit too, right? And I did a whole tweet about this shit. I got like over 1 million views and shit because it was pretty well written. I spent some time on it. But let me show you guys this shit real quick because people always misinterpret this whole separation of church and state shit, right? Let me find it real quick for you guys. So I made this tweet. Let's see what's the impressions on this? Damn, 1.6. Let's go. We cooking. All right. Anyway, and I address it right here. I know the counter arguments. America has freedom of religion or there's a separation of church and state. Let's clarify this. The phrase separation of church and state comes from Thomas Jefferson's 1802 letter to Danbury Baptist Association. It refers to a law protecting religious freedom from government interference and preventing the state from controlling churches. It's not a blank check to practice our faith in ways that disrupt others. I'm talking.
You hear that? That's facts, man. The one thing I like about him, man, he comes with facts. He comes with facts.
Come on, Islam here. We don't need to assert dominance with mass public prayers in symbolic Western locations. That's not faith, it's provocation, and it disrespects our host nation. Muslim majority countries would never tolerate similar behavior from non-Muslims. Why should we expect different standards here? Let's show the same respect we're shown abroad. Let's practice our faith humbly, integrate thoughtfully, and live as good neighbors. That's how we honor Islam and earn respect in return. If you want to openly hear the call to prayer 5 times a day, there's plenty of safe, clean, and beautiful Muslim countries you can visit or even move to. And these guys love Western expats, by the way. UAE, Qatar, these places love Western expats. So you guys could go there and be fine. But the separation of church and state was literally the separation of church and state so that the state doesn't get too involved with the politics or the state doesn't get controlled by the politics. Has nothing to do with Islam or Judaism for that matter. So look, bro, like, I know some of y'all niggas are probably raging. Wake up!
Oh, shit.
At the thing right now saying kafir or some other bullshit, but the facts are the facts, bro. Okay? The facts are the facts. Praying in symbolic areas of the United States is disrespectful. Doing that 5 times in major cities out loud, interrupting everybody else, is disrespectful. Shoving your religion and your worldview and your ideology down other people's throats is disrespectful. Forcing people to speak your language is disrespectful. Like Mayor cucking out speaking Somalian. What is that? What is that? Learn English. Learn English, bro. Learn English.
You're in America.
We're not going to speak Spanish. We're not going to speak Somali. We're not going to speak Arabic. Learn English, bro. When I go to Dubai, when I go to UAE, I speak Arabic. I do my best, and I force myself to use Arabic as much as I can. It's called not being a disrespectful and respecting the country that you're at. Because again, if any of us, right? Because the reality is this. We come here, we think we could pray on the streets and do that 5 times a day and, impose our will and all this other shit and bully these Westerners, right? We think we could do all that shit? Here's the reality. If Westerners went to Saudi Arabia, if Westerners went to UAE, if Westerners went over to any of these Muslim countries, try to block off the roads and pray and try to build churches and, try to do the church bells all the time and say, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take over this country. We're going to make this a Christian country. Those be in jail before the sun falls, man.
I mean, could you imagine 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000 Christians going over there to a Muslim majority country, Iran, Even like you said, even places that host Westerners like the UAE, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, right? Imagine going there and saying, hey, we're here now. We're going to openly pray. And we don't give a shit what you think, what you say, what you do. This is what we're going to do. It's our way. I mean, I can't understand the way of the thinking about, hey, I'm going to go to another country and just do whatever the fuck I want. I'll just never understand that.
Man. And you all know it. They would be in jail immediately. So let me say this, to end off on this. You cannot sit there, right, and try to dominate an area that's being torn of you and then get mad if someone else comes over to your country and then tries to dominate you in the same way. When you know damn well you would never tolerate that shit, okay? Don't come here to America or Western countries trying to dominate with your religion when you would never accept that from where you came from. You can't go to Pakistan or any of these places and pray on the streets. Get out of here. It's not going to happen. And I've been to these Muslim countries. It's not happening. I go to Sudan, talk about, oh yeah, praise Jesus. Bro, I'm going to be in a guillotine a couple hours later. It's not happening. Okay? So don't be disrespectful and force your shit over here. And this coming from someone that speaks the language, comes to the faith, and I'm telling y'all, it's disrespectful. And honestly, we're going to get people fatigued by the religion. And that's the last thing we need right now. Really. Niggas are already tired of Islam. We don't need to make it worse. We're 1% of the population here. 1 to 2%, bro. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Show some goddamn respect, man. A lot of you guys are annoying. Like, I'm annoyed. I can only imagine what other people think. Holy. Like, bro, show some goddamn respect. It even says so in the Quran. Like, show some respect to your host nation, bro. All right. That's going to piss some people off. But anyway, yeah, of course, I get this in my chat. Yassine Ibrahim, Myron is grifting all the Christians in the chat, LOL, and you're not Muslim. Shut up, bro. See, niggas like you are the problem, bro.
Like, how do you tell them you're not Muslim? Like, how do you just... You got those keyboard fucking warriors, man, always in the chat, on the comments, talking shit with no avatar, just pussies. I don't know. That's all I can say.
People like you are the problem. This is why so many niggas like, I hate the Haram police, bro. I'm not Sneeko. Shut up and get out my chat, you ass niggas, bro. like, yo, I will literally tell you guys to off. You Haram police niggas are literally content killers, bro. You guys are vibe killers. You guys are content killers. Like, get out of here, man. Go do some dawah somewhere else. Like, I'm not scared of you bitch ass niggas. Go read a Quran somewhere else, man. Like, I'll roast y'all niggas. I do not give a get.
Yo, he's going off.
Got my chat, bro. I'm not scared of you. Like, I don't give a get out my shit, you annoying peasants. You guys are annoying as you Haram police niggas, bro. You guys are the worst. You guys are like, let's go! It's like, I just want to smack the shit out y'all niggas, man. You guys are annoying. And here's the thing. Nobody likes you guys. You guys realize this? Like, the only people that tolerate you are other Muslim niggas. You guys sitting in the mosque talking about, oh, I'm a bigger devout follower than you. I'm a bigger devout follower than you. I've noted this much to mosque. I've noted this much. Oh, well, I'm gonna get married tomorrow. Shut up, man. Shut up. You guys are insufferable. Get out my chat, man. I don't like you guys at all. You Haram police are the worst. You guys are the biggest losers, the biggest hypocrites. You niggas are whacking up to porn every day talking about I'm a devout Muslim. Get out of here, you.
Yo, he's saying, yo, y'all drinking Bud Light and you're beating it to that corn hub.
Ass niggas. By day you read Surah Fatiha, by night you whapping off, fapping all over the place. Get out of here, man. You hypocritic ass niggas, man. Get off my shit.
Yo, my man is so heated. Look at the sweat glistening off his face right now. He's so amped.
Man. Bitch ass niggas. Talk about I go to the mosque on Fridays, but then you whacking off on Saturdays. Shut up. Hypocritical, man. You got zero tolerance for any other religion, but you don't even practice your religion all the way.
Listen. I have to, I agree that you should be able to practice your religion, no matter what religion you have, right? Freedom to practice your religion. But when your religion starts interrupting other people, and I have to say, he's talking about like the host country, and like this is not a Muslim country. So it's like, imagine going to going to Japan and being sitting down in the restaurant and saying, why the fuck don't you speak English? You should speak English. I speak English. Learn English. You have English people visiting here. Like, imagine going over to another country and doing that shit. That shit's crazy, man. It's just crazy to me.
Biggest hypocrites are you Haram police niggas, man. And I'm not scared to call y'all bitch ass niggas out, because this ain't an Islam channel. So I can call you guys losers you are, because a lot of you are. Live with your mom and shit, and your dad, who smacks the shit out of you still because you live at your house, because you're a bum, working part-time at 7-Eleven under some Pakistan nigga that doesn't respect you either.
Shit. He said working at 7-Eleven. Or he's probably a car salesman fucking loser. We all know there's a lot of scumbag Arab car salesmen. You know who the fuck you are.
Lucky I'm you two. I'd roast y'all niggas even harder.
Oh shit, dude. God damn, man. He was on one for real. My goodness. I mean, what do you say to that? Like, how do you even like handle that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say to that. I agree with him. I agree you should be able to practice as well, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of other Muslim countries you can go to, I guess. I guess the one thing is like, don't come here and try to do what you want to do in a different way of life, right? In a country that has a different way of life, and then fucking complain about it. Like, oh, I can't pray 5 times a day. Oh, they have a problem with it. Yeah, they have a problem with it because you're fucking disrupting everybody. It's like the whole world doesn't revolve around you. And I think that's what people need to get across. All types of people. The fucking world does not revolve around you. But you know what the world was revolving around for a short period of time? These things. After the Labubu craze, what's next for Pop Mart? If you haven't heard the word Labubu, you're going to hear it now. They call it the Beanie Babies of 2025 or whatever. Dude that created Pop Mart made like $13 billion in like one day or something like that. It was something silly. But these fucking Labubus, man, absolutely nuts. My daughters have 5 total. I didn't buy them either. They were gifts from relatives. Have you seen these little boo-boos?
This summer, this ugly, cute doll took the world by storm.
There's been so many things about this thing, too, about it looks demonic. It's not demonic. It goes from ancient times. All this shit. Like, who? Sometimes I feel like we just need to take a chill. And just not everything is demonic. Not everything is fucking evil. Like, sometimes people just make ugly shit. And to be honest with you, I think Labubus were just a product of an ugly doll. That's it.
Labubu brought in over $600 million for the Chinese toy company Pop Mart. It made the founder of the company China's 10th richest person.
Imagine you're in China. You're just like, hey, I'm just going to make a doll with some ugly upside down triangle teeth. And I'm just going to make them ugly, furry, but kind of cute. And then just become in the top 10 of your country's richest people. That's insane.
But several months later, there are signs that the hype may be fading.
Anything which is a trend, the trend will, go out eventually.
In September, the company's share price slumped after a downbeat assessment. It wiped out almost a quarter of the company's value, raising questions among investors.
You know, something like this, when it's hype like that, and it generates such a large amount of money in such a short period of time, it's usually one of two things. One, it's hype and it dies out. Or two, it's hype, but then the market adjusts to where it should be and is waiting for more innovation, right? Maybe new styles, different collabs. The next thing for these things to make that spike again, you know?
Can Pop Mart survive the crash of the Labubu craze? If you visit a Pop Mart store, you'll often see this. Shaking a blind box gives you clues to what's inside.
Now, listen, I have 2 daughters, and I can tell you right now, shaking a blind box does nothing but make some noise. That's all it does. Just make some noise, makes you think you know what you're talking about. You have no idea what's in this box.
Most of the toys are sold in the mystery boxes, a strategy that has helped build hype around the company's products. Founded in 2010 by entrepreneur Wang Ning, Pop Mart started as a boutique selling a range of lifestyle products. In 2016, after 5 consecutive years of losses, Pop Mart introduced the blind box model. Only a year later, the company was profitable.
Whoa. 2010 was selling miscellaneous shit, probably fake Chinese shit on Amazon. And in 2016 decided to say, hey, we're not going to show people what they're going to buy. We're going to make them the art of surprise. And if you guys have kids out there, you know how many blind bags and boxes are out in the toy. Like, I think now they have an actual aisle for these things, for blind bags or blind boxes in general. It's crazy.
And by 2018, its net profits reached nearly 100 million yuan.
Unbelievable. In 2 years, they turned around 5 years of misery in just 2 years.
The company has seen rapid growth since then, and the blind boxes have earned it a large fan base. According to Pop Mart's prospectus, about 70% of toy consumers will make more than 3 purchases to get a specific design.
The blind box itself is playing on the variable ratio reinforcement, which is ultimately the gambling mechanism behind the slot machines. But think about that. If you play slot machines, you can win or you can lose. But when you buy a blind box, you are surely going to win. But
yeah, you're going to win, but it's a play on emotion. Like, you're going to want a certain thing, a certain character, and you're going to open it and you're going to be like, shit, I didn't get the gray ugly Labubu. I really wanted the pink one. And you're going to keep buying, like gambling. I mean, that was the best way to put it.
What's inside that blind box is uncertain. Also remember that out of 144 blind boxes, 1 has a special edition. And that special edition toy can be resold in secondary market sometimes 20, 30 times the original price.
Pop Mart did not come up with the blind box.
That's interesting that she openly just said can be resold on the secondary market. It's almost like promoting, hey, if you get our special item, feel free to resell it. Usually companies don't take that stance.
Concept. It originated in Japan during the late 1980s, evolving from the wildly popular gashapon capsule toy machines. So, what's special about Pop Mart blind boxes?
Pop Mart's power, Pop Mart's superpower is in its focus on IP.
If you don't know, IP stands for intellectual property.
The IP Pop Mart runs, made the blind boxes successful.
Unlike a traditional toy company, Pop Mart operates more like a talent scout for intellectual property, discovering and signing trendy toy designers from around the world.
It's similar because when Pop Mart, when a company is trying to find out the future, IP, they are trying to find the IPs with market potential. So it's similar to, those entertainment companies trying to dig out the future superstars. But it's a lot more, difficult to predict.
Look, and then you get it and it's autographed and they all have these lacquered hairstyles and big eyes, and it's a very interesting concept, man.
Who will win in the market eventually. So this whole process has a lot of risk.
In 2016, Pop Mart discovered its first proprietary IP, Molly, a childlike figurine created by Hong Kong artist Kenny Wong. 10 years later, Pop Mart grew to become China's biggest toy company, operating more than 90 intellectual.
So they had a thing called this Molly doll. My daughter brought to my attention and was like, hey, I want to get a space Molly. And it was the Molly character dressed in astronaut. You know what I mean? Different astronaut outfits and stuff. And some of these things were $200-$300 a piece. I looked at her, I said, you ain't getting that shit. Get out of here. Go back to watching YouTube. See you later.
Properties. More than 85% of the company's revenue came from exclusive products developed with artists in 2024.
So people first fall in love with the IPs, and then they're willing to buy the blind boxes. Let's say if the IPs are not that famous or not that well known, not popular at all, even if Pop Mart uses blind box, it wouldn't be that phenomenon. So you can see the other companies in the market, they also have blind boxes, but consumers are not willing to buy those blind boxes just because they are blind boxes.
Blind boxes, right? Oh boy.
Among all its intellectual properties, Labubu has been the one that has propelled Pop Mart's growth to new heights. Labubu originated from the elf family characters in the Monsters children's book series. In the first half of 2025,
I mean, to be fair, they kind of do look, they have this demonic demeanor, I guess. But, I mean, they just told you it comes from the children's book.
The series raked in 4.81 billion yuan, accounting for nearly 30.
They look like those monsters, those fugglers, they called, like fugglers. I don't know if you guys ever heard of fugglers, but they kind of remind me of those things.
35% of Pop Mart's overall revenue. These strange-looking creatures were created by Hong Kong-born artist Ka-Sing Leung, who was raised in the Netherlands.
咁佢係2015年咧就推出嘅一隻 Labubu 嚟嘅。咁我點解好中意咧？就係因為佢係我喺我嘅所有芸嘅 Labubu 當中，佢係第一隻推出嘅。
In 2019, Leung entered in an exclusive agreement with Pop Mart to establish the Monsters as an IP. For years, the figurines remained relatively niche, but they gradually gained popularity as Pop Mart made improvements.
I mean, the variety of different monsters you could do. Could you imagine if Funko ever got their hands on Labubus? I mean, we're talking hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of Labubus, right? They look like Funko Pops, but they're Labubus. But imagine if Funko and Labubu collabed. I mean, that one looks like an Elvis Labubu.
At first it was a vinyl toy and it was a little bit less cuddly. So in 2023 we've made this big transition into a plushie, and plushies typically are cuddly, cute, people like them more. On top of that, we have moved from 2024 to actually attach the little keychain onto a Labubu. So suddenly they became a bag charm. That was early 24. And then April 24, we see Lisa from Blackpink showcasing her collection.
If she doesn't have tail, we call her Labubu.
The product's star power created a frenzy within a year. In May, fights reportedly broke out among consumers waiting to buy Labubu in the UK. In June, a first-generation Labubu figure sold for $150,000 at an auction in Beijing.
$150,000 for a piece of vinyl that may or may not have cost $1.73 to make. That's just bananas.
Prices soared on the resale market, with a rare edition toy selling at 45 times its original retail price.
What the fuck are we talking about here? My brain hurts, man.
It sparked the hashtag "Buying Labubu is more profitable than buying gold" on the Chinese social media microblogging site Weibo.
Anything's more profitable than buying gold. Gold is such a slow mover. Look at that Labubu out of the friggin' ramen noodle thing right there. You see that? The blue one? That's crazy.
The toy boosted the fortunes of Pop Mart, driving overseas revenue up 5-fold in the first half of 2025.
It's not about creating an IP today and making it popular tomorrow and having it disappear the day after. It is about investing in the IP, making it the star of a story, working with that story for as long as it takes before an opportunity presents itself. So it's about trend watching, curating, and co-creating.
However,
I mean,
cracks
this is crazy.
have started to show since Labubu's runaway success.
It's a highly risky business because once you bet in a lot into an IP, and if that trend, dies out, very soon.
I mean, that's the thing. Look what happened to Beanie Babies. Look what happened to Cabbage Patch Dolls. Right? These are all things that came and gone, like just came and gone.
Then all your money will be gone.
Secondary market prices of Labubu toys have been falling since Pop Mart scaled up production. Industry experts say it's typical of most crazes, whether it be Labubu, comic books, or NFTs.
NFTs
它这个这个东西特别值钱，特别追捧它，而且又是限量发售的时候，它的价值就上去了。
But if the bubble ultimately bursts, those who stock up on goods can lose everything.
但是它的这个供应量是比较大的。那么当大众化的这个东西多了之后，它会连带的使得那种。
I mean, scarcity drives up value, and it especially plays on emotion. If you feel like you can't get something, everybody wants what they can't have. That's really what it comes down to.
稀缺的价值也受到影响。从规律上来说的话它是，如果我们不把话说死，它是大概率的是不能长久的维持这种超额的溢价。
At the height of the frenzy in June, the People's Daily, the Communist Party mouthpiece, poured cold water on blind boxes. Citing legal experts and academics, the newspaper called the products business traps designed to use unpredictable rewards to encourage repeat purchases.
Like, can anybody just have fun? Does everything always have to be fucking deceptive and unfair and blah? Like, can you just let people spend the money that they worked for? Just let them spend their money the way they want to spend their money. I don't understand.
While the report did not identify Pop Mart by name, the company is seen as the biggest winner from the blind box frenzy. A few months later, U.S. corporate bank JP Chase downgraded the firm due to weak catalysts and an unattractive valuation. Analysts warn
JP Morgan fucking ruins everything, okay? Who fucking cares what they have to say? JP Morgan Chase. Oh, yeah, Labubu's bad. Labubu's bad. Shut up.
That any fundamental miss or negative media reports could trigger underperformance. The forecast erased billions of dollars from Pop Mart's value.
So the drawbacks of this business model is that if you cannot extend the life cycle of a successful IP, then you have to bear all the investments, as a sunk cost.
Whether an IP can achieve a long lifespan is always a gamble. The typical lifespan for popular intellectual properties like trendy toys has historically been 2 to 3 years, according to Goldman Sachs. Some companies have made good bets, like Hello Kitty creator Sanrio, which owns a character that has survived 50 years. But many more companies bet wrong and create characters that are soon forgotten by the market.
Not Pokemon. Pokemon will never be forgotten. Literally the world's biggest business, biggest brand is Pokemon.
While Pop Mart has already won its first gamble by sparking the Labubu craze, its next step is to outperform the typical IP lifespan.
IP 企业的特点就是属于你一旦可以培养出来一些优秀的 IP， 它不一定就是可能它的企业会有波动。
See those in the back? Those orange with the green by his head, those are what the space mollies are. That's what I was trying to tell you. And they have different astronauts. Look at the middle thing in the middle there. The circular thing. Those are all space mollies.
但是我相信 IP 类的企业一定是很长寿的。你看 Hello Kitty 50-60年的历史了，然后迪士尼已经超过100年历史了，它有可能它的有波峰有波谷，但是实际上其实因为 IP 的诞生，它的具有魅力的价值就是它可以穿越很多周期。我觉得我们还是整个团队也很年轻，所以说我们还是有足够的耐心，然后希望去做一个更长。
He said our team's young And that gives us plenty of patience. Well, thank God you don't have Gertrude in there. 1 foot in the fucking grave, or else your company would sink to the bottom.
To try to extend the lifespan of its top-tier IP, Pop Mart has continuously...
What kind of face is that guy making? That's just, it's like you're a grown-ass man with a weird mustache making those faces holding fucking Labubus, bro. It's time to, rethink life.
...pushed out various types of related merchandise. In August, it launched mini Labubu phone charms.
昨天晚上定好闹钟，然后5分钟一个闹钟，然后就想着一定不能错过，然后因为要圆孩子的一个愿。
And that's another mistake we do. We program our kids to like this bullshit, because that's what it is. It's just complete bullshit. And we show our kids, hey, we gotta set the alarm 5 times so we can go get this piece of fucking plastic and waste your money. What a lesson to be learned here, huh?
他们非常喜欢，然后我就觉得我一定要能帮他们抢到，然后很幸运，真的就手机都要快戳爆了，然后抢到了，非常幸运。
Then there's Popland, a Beijing theme park where
Popland.
visitors can interact with life-size Labubu characters. It's attracting fans from around the world. The company is also developing a film, an animated series starring Labubu, as well as launching the jewelry brand Pop Pop. Some experts remain optimistic about Labubu's popularity.
I personally think that...
What was that guy just doing? Is he picking his nose? What is he doing?
As well as launching the jewelry brand Pop Pop. Some experts remain optimistic about...
Did he pick his ass and he's smelling his hand now?
Labubu's popularity.
What is he doing?
I personally think that the excitement
What the hell is going on?
In a way, is a healthy thing. It means Labubu is moving to the next stage of its development. I think Labubu is not done yet. There will be new ways. It will surprise us, I'm quite sure, because there's a lot of stories untold, and there is already rather strong foundation, at least recognition. And the globe is so big. Right now, less than half of Pop Mart's revenue comes from global markets. So there's a lot of potential for expansion, for collaboration, for localization.
Not calibration, collaboration.
I think Labubu will still surprise us. There's a high chance that it can become a lifestyle brand. There's a high chance that it could become the next Hello Kitty.
Analysts at HSBC say worries about Labubu may be overblown, and that supply and demand of the toys will not tilt 180 degrees. The emotional consumption needs of today's young people may also continue to drive the trend.
You hear that? The emotional consumption needs of today's young people. Fucking millennials fucking everything up, man.
Today, we have...
Oh, what is it? Gen Y, Gen Z, Gen X? I don't even know. I lost count.
A huge lipstick effect economy. In China, we want to feel good about purchasing stuff, but we probably cannot afford a lot of big ticket items. We cannot buy a washing machine every day, or an apartment, or a car. So lipstick effect kicks in, where we buy a small product which makes us feel good.
在一个经济下行的情况下，大家的精神压力就是会更紧张一点吧。在这个时候可能会需要一个能够就是缓解的一个这种行动，然后。
It's crazy how they're trying to make Labubu Land the next Disney. That's pretty interesting. I didn't realize they were doing all that stuff, like theme parks and shit. That's just wild to me.
可能这是让它能够一直火爆的一个原因吧，我推测。
所以你认为就是收藏Labubu可以帮你缓解压力？
那其实就是就是为自己的一个兴趣买单嘛，就是你会因为这个会感到高兴。
At the same time, Pop Mart is not just betting solely on Labubu. This teary-eyed figure, Crybaby, is in high demand and has quickly become one of the company's top-selling collectibles.
Yeah, actually, I was looking for a Crybaby because I think this could be the next trend, besides from Labubu. And as I was already slow for Labubu, I thought maybe I catch the next trend earlier. And as I know that this is popular in Japan,
Cry,
so
baby.
I thought this could be a good
is
catch. in the US
Interesting.
next.
Collectors are also chasing other intellectual properties like Twinkle Twinkle, Hirono, and Peach Riot.
So they're literally trying to front run the market. Kind of like saying, hey, I'm going to blow my money on this because maybe it will be the next big thing. They feel like they lost out on the Labubu trend when you can literally just go buy a Labubu. Why does everybody need to have?
Pop Mart's releases in recent years have resembled a continuous relay race.
If you relied on owning one IP or two IPs, then your business will be in trouble. So it really depends on how innovative, right, like your company can be in terms of, finding the next IP. So I'm very sure, if you go to Pop Mart's website, you're gonna see a lot more IPs. Some of the IPs, they signed a deal with the artist. Some of the IPs were developed directly within their teams. So they are always on the way to find the next Labubu. But when they can find it, or whether or not the next one will be successful in the market, is a lot of uncertainty.
Popland. That would make a good vlog right there, no? Popland, man. China's Disneyland, bro. That's crazy right there. That's crazy right there. You know what else is crazy? The fucking connection on this Stream Deck. It keeps cutting out in my computer. That keeps like I don't know, blacking out. It's just crazy. But look, if you got that money to spend and you can blow it all on, I guess, Labubus, then maybe you have a good thing. Maybe? I don't know. Let me know what you think about Labubus down below, man. But I'll tell you what, just because you have a lot of money to blow on stuff doesn't mean you keep a clean and good house, man. You got to check this out, man. I was actually kind of blown away. I've been watching a bunch of streamers, and one of the streamers I've been watching is Asmongold. And I came across his video, right? It says, we spent the day at Asmongold's house. Now, you know that Asmongold is one of the top streamers in the world, right? You know that being a top streamer like that makes you money. You make money when you're a top streamer like that. And you make a lot of money. But when I saw the preview to this video, I actually couldn't believe what I was actually watching. How does a multi-million-dollar streamer live like this? You just need to see it for yourself.
That's the circle.
Right off the bat, holy fucking shit, dude. Look at that.
Damn. It's cool because the more I breathe air in here, it makes me feel slightly sicker.
Bro, look at that sink. What?
That's a big ass cricket. Wait, is that real?
No, it's
oh,
not.
I thought that was real.
It's not.
Wait, you have.
Where's he got a fake? He's got a fake bug on the sink.
Dude, your sink
You want
is
to try your-
crazy. No, this is fine.
Yeah, I usually don't use that one.
Wait. Oh, no, this has been used.
Yeah, I use it pretty regularly. Yeah.
Oh, you letting that pan soak?
Yeah.
How long have been soaking for?
Bro, look at the house. Look at how much stuff is in that house.
Like a day.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. And
Dust in the pan, you're lying.
Is this the same kitchen you cook in?
Yeah.
Why is it? Am I crazy? Or everything feel way smaller than you thought it was gonna be?
Rooms look bigger on camera.
This is nuts. Cause just me and you in this whole kit, it fills the whole thing up. Holy fuck, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. How long that has been soaking for?
They're not soaking.
Oh, okay.
There's no water.
Okay, so if you wanted the fork and knife right now, where would you get it from?
Right here. I have these.
Bro.
Yeah, I have these right here.
He's got plastic fork, spoons, and knives in a plastic holder. This is Asmon Gold.
Crazy.
Ooh. Oh, you've got cream soda, bunch of condiments.
Those have been there
This
for like a long
fridge
time.
actually
I
is
wouldn't
pretty
recommend
clean.
eating those.
Okay. Oh, dude, what about your spicy ketchup? That's clutch. Oh, the Trix yogurt too.
How old are these oats?
That's got to be at least like 15, 20 years. Oh, you got your dried blood on top of the ceiling too. Look at all that. See that?
No,
No?
that's not it. That could be some wasp poison, because there used to be wasps that would get up there and I'd spray them down. Oh, this is a TV.
What?
My ex-girlfriend left
Why aren't there any lights on?
here. Works totally fine. I just don't know what to do with it. These are pillows that have mold on them, so I threw them out of my room. And that's my bathroom. It was actually so bad that I did clean it up. That was the only thing I actually cleaned up before you guys came over here. It was actually that bad, so that is cleaned up. This is my other room. This is like my room as a kid. And this is my bedroom. This is generally where I sleep.
Damn.
Yo, the nest. It's real.
Well, I actually had to get rid of most things out of the nest.
That's
because they were moldy. They were moldy.
You actually
A lot of mold. You keep saying molding.
sleep down here, or you just sleep upstairs in your room?
I'll go
Look at the stains on the wall.
just like this. Oh shit! I got my pillow. Yep.
That's
Very
nice.
comfy and cozy.
Why you got all those? We always just wear the same damn shirt.
Well, I haven't moved them. Like, what else am I gonna do with them? Like, damn. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't clean anything up, so I figured I'd give you guys the authentic experience. And then the main place. This is where I'm usually at. This is
This is actually bananas.
my room. Let's see. I got this desk at office.
Bro, this is the room he streams at because you can see the American flag in the background when he's streaming.
Max. This is like a bunch of like random stuff I have here. This was a whiteboard that I would put a list of things that I had to do in World of Warcraft. So I got my chair, and that's the other chair. I got this sofa. It was like nearby. I got it. It was on the side of the road. We like put it halfway on the car. Same with this one. And then I held it for like 2 miles while I took it back to the house. Let's see. I have this sword. I have like 10 different blankets here that I kind of just have in a giant pile. I just pretty much pull it all over myself. And then I've got, oh, these are sofa cushions. There's another sofa that I got rid of.
Bro, imagine he starts lifting stuff up. You just look at the plates piled up on the left, bro. Like, what? It's like a mouse or raccoon's gonna hop out of one of them pillows any second now.
But I kept the cushions because I wanted to be able to make a sofa cushion igloo. I never got enough.
Damn.
And, yeah.
That's just to make sure to Twitch Prime so you can afford it.
Let's see. What
Oh
else is
shit. Oh man, we don't even stream on Twitch, man. Twitch is a pain in the ass, bro. It really is.
there? Oh, this is my plaque for getting 100,000 subs on YouTube.
Hey, we got one right there. Right there. That's the 100K subs. Let's go.
I have 1 million one. I don't know where the plaque is.
Oh, we don't get that. We don't get the 1 million one yet. Not yet.
Maybe I lost it. I don't know. Oh, it's a bird. That's pretty much my house. This is where I live.
It's cozy, I think.
With like,
Yeah.
it's 90% filled up with fucking garbage, bro. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
Maybe 99.
Well, out of curiosity, why do you have thousands of dollars just laying around?
I did that as a visualization. It's fake money. I'm gonna burn a $20 bill every single time I do a 10 pull, just to show how many of them I waste.
Jesus Christ, I mean, chill, bro.
I just opened
No,
it.
that shit's happened like 10 times.
What the?
Yeah, I used to have stuff in there, but
We need to get a fridge for the office, man. I need to get a fridge in this office. Throw some drinks in there. You know what I mean? A couple snacks.
then it's like kind of a pain in the ass to take the stuff that was in there and put it back in there. So I just kind of didn't do that.
Dude, I was looking at the Nature Valley bar box you got here, and I was like, how can anybody eat these without it exploding the dust all over it? And then I see it all over your keyboard.
something.
I also thought we'd see rats, like dead rats, because you kept talking about the dead rats. I haven't seen a single. Oh.
Yeah, I threw them away.
That was so nice.
There's an area where a dead rat decayed the carpet. I could show you, but that's about it.
Oh, that'd be cool. Is that it right there?
No, that's something else. I think it's some.
What the fuck? How are we living like this? How are we living like this, man? She doesn't even know where to step.
Somebody threw up there or something. I don't remember. So yeah, trying to think what else is there to even look at here.
Well, I don't know about you. I'm kind of hungry. You want to cook me something, or?
We're gonna do the steaks.
Yeah, you want to cook a potato or something?
A potato.
Yeah, I'd be lit.
Right. My friends and I, we used to steal trays from Taco Bell. So you guys actually have the trays from Taco Bell.
Why would he ever agree to do a video like this? That's what I want to know.
Oh, to eat off.
Bro, that's like an episode of Hoarders, straight up.
I'm already like used to the smell. Well, it smells like old house, I guess. Like,
yeah.
I didn't smell like trash or rotting anything, honestly.
Yeah, no, I don't have any trash in the house. I do. Like, there's definitely some trash, but.
Did you say you don't have any trash in the house?
Well,
Yeah, that's a wild statement, bro. That's crazy talk right there. He doesn't have any trash in the house. Yo.
I mean, is like not designated trash, right? I mean, you could make the argument that like 95% of everything in the house is trash, which Tectone you did. I think that you're right. But I'm not trying to actively throw those things away. It's just, it is what it is. I did get steaks and everything. I went to the grocery store yesterday. This is the steaks.
What fat percentage is that?
I don't know.
I'm like,
who the fuck wants to eat fat?
My ass. That shit good, bro. That shit good.
Yo, you don't dry off the pan before you put the butter in?
What's the worst case scenario?
I mean, nothing. It'll evaporate, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I've just never seen the technique.
You want me to put the moth in there?
Sure.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, 3 roaches.
And,
nice.
Let's see here.
Black mold.
Black mold where?
That shit right there.
Oh, no, that's, there was a,
You see how he freaked out from it? They say, roaches, black mold where?
like a possum or something that came in through the light.
Oh yeah, there's a hole in the ceiling.
Oh, what the fuck?
This is crazy work.
Okay.
That's how they got in.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do here is we have the 2 steaks, and we'll turn on the burner here. We have 4 people here. Jay, I'll make you a steak as well. And
wow, look at that. There you go, man.
Let me go. Yeah.
What was that face you just made, Jay?
You're like.
Wait, this motherfucker got 4 trash cans. Wow, you're so clean.
Well,
1,
my
2,
mom had a
3, 4.
strategy. Whenever we ran out of room in the trash can, we just buy a new trash can.
Oh.
You don't have salt or pepper?
No, I got upstairs.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
He said the salt and pepper. I got it upstairs. He's like, yeah, that makes sense. Look at his face. The face of defeat, bro. First of all, look at Asman's face. And then look at
This is really what's going to take the most time, is cooking up all of the potatoes.
You want me to help?
No, you can't. It's just a fucking microwave.
Oh, okay.
Pour it in the microwave, bro.
And steak number 1.
Bro, that looks like salmon.
That is fucking so cold.
What do you mean?
It's supposed to like make sound when you put it on.
Exactly, and the sound actually sears it to the pan, which makes it harder to clean, which wastes time.
Yeah, stupid.
What?
My bad.
And then after I get them both in the pan, stab the shit out of them. Get this one here.
You wanna know how this hasn't been opened in months? Because it's prepped to where if you open it, shit falls out. You see the shit fell out.
Oh, shit.
I will say, credit where credit's due. Yeah. This shit smells good.
It does. The potato smells.
That smells stupid good.
Yeah, and we'll do the other 2 steaks after.
Listen to the sound that the microwave's making in the background.
This, we'll do a little bit more butter. Yeah, that's a drawer full of stuff.
Oh, birthday candles.
Birthday candles, yeah. There's those. We got hammers. Yeah, rubber bands. Incense. Probably a bunch of other crazy weird shit in there. And then I don't know if there's anything in the oven. Oh, those are brownies. Those are from like last Valentine's Day.
What?
Back in there.
Did you just? Okay, all right.
Does your dishwasher work?
No.
Okay.
I try to use as few dishes as possible. That way I don't have to wash them.
Oh, these are fresh cookies.
Yeah, those are actually fresh ones. There's like 10 other boxes in the house, but this is the only fresh box.
Dude, I love eating the shit my friends like to eat. That's good. That's a good ass cookie.
It is a good ass fucking cookie.
Mm.
See, Asmongold looks pissed off too, and I don't know if he just looks pissed.
Look at this fucking steak. Now it's looking better, right? You were getting stressed out, weren't you, Jay? He was getting stressed out. So we got one steak right here.
I mean, he's got an ice maker and a water machine, so.
Oh, you don't want to use that. Don't use that. The ice is moldy.
Oh Jesus.
You figure if he's been eating this shit for 30 years, it's probably fine, right?
Yeah. Do you have smoke alarms?
What?
What smoke alarms?
And we've got one more potato after this, and then we'll have everything.
I'll go prepare the table outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way we can eat like a family.
Okay.
Do you want like paper towel?
My man's still in PJs.
What did you need that for? You're literally wearing pants.
You're literally wearing pants. Does that mean don't use the towel? Yeah, just wipe the shit on your pants, bro? Is that what that meant? Did I hear that correctly?
This is pretty much good to go.
I'm gonna see what that's gonna do.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You ever like watch a streamer and you're like, oh man, they're probably way different. It's probably just a character. This is crazy to me. This is like, Jay, this is fucking crazy. Bro's lived like this for like 30 years, bro. This is insanity. I can like feel his whole life here. Like I can see where people have been. I can understand the stories that have happened. It's actually fucking wild. You want to see? Did you see the crater over here? Oh, look at that. What the fuck? Oh, that's a tennis ball. Damn, bro.
That shit's
so long as
that shit's been there for like 80 years, bro.
blue. What the fuck? When you look at these things, you can guess like how long they've been here. And then you come over here, right? And you look under this and you see all the toys. So you'd assume that there's like kids here. And then you realize Asmon's an only child. And these kid toys are just his from like 30 years ago. Look at that, Lil Tykes. Lil Tykes yellow car. Those were the squirt guns him and his friends play with. It's like you can see a whole man's
Like, that's all hoarded shit, bro. Nobody's like, throw it out, Asmongold, man, throw it out.
life in one house.
You said this one's mine.
So this house is like a time capsule, but it just never changes.
Wow, it's like we're having a picnic.
Full disclosure, I'm just keeping it a buck. The seasoning is burnt to fuck.
It's because he didn't turn down the pan heat. It
did.
still smells good.
It does. I'm just keeping it 100%. You know. There you go. Thanks, bro. Well, thank you for the meal, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for dinner. This looks great. How do we dress this properly? Like, do we put the
Okay,
steak
so you get the
sauce?
potato right here, cut it right open on the middle.
Look at the way. Can you just look at the way he just held that knife?
Properly, like, do we put
Okay,
the
so
steak
you get the
sauce?
potato right here, cut
Insane. Savage to hold the knife like that.
it right open on the middle. Then I get the salt and
You
pepper.
really can't fuck up a potato. Like, it smells good.
Fun fact about A1, it actually never actually goes bad. It just turns into like wine.
That's crazy. That's good as fuck. It's actually good as fuck. Try that shit.
First time real, authentic Asmongold steak.
Hear that? You know what's crazy though?
That's for you.
It tastes just like beef jerky.
It does.
Yep, just like beef jerky.
You want to know what my favorite food in the world is?
Beef jerky.
That's right.
Yep.
Right.
You know, like, it is a little dry, but
Hey, beef jerky is good as hell, man. Beef jerky, you get a good beef jerky, peppered beef jerky. Oh my god.
It's
It's supposed to be dry.
But it's dry, and then the sauce.
Because like if it's
fixes
dry,
it.
that means there's nothing bad, any bad mold or anything like that that's gonna get through.
If you eat it like this, it feels like you're eating beef jerky.
Okay.
It's literally just beef jerky.
I mean, shit, it makes sense. You've refined your recipe for what I'm assuming is over like 10, 12, 13 years.
That's about it.
There's no way some guy's gonna sit there and eat shit for 12 years. That's good as fuck. I mean, I'd assume not.
There are people that go to Whataburger regularly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I expected it to be a little bit more bland, like not like in an inedible way, but I mean it has a lot of flavor.
That's what putting a bunch of seasoning on it does. I'm also, I'm not a big eater, right? So it's like for most people, it's not a lot of food, but for me, it's perfect.
You ever want me to clean like a room or something?
What?
You want me to like pick up a little bit sometime or no?
For what?
Just in case, you know, see how it feels.
Just don't look at it.
Alright. I get why you don't move.
He said, just don't look at it. He is mentally attached to everything in that house, man.
Yeah.
You can tell there's like a lot of stories here.
Every hole in the wall tells a story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes.
Look, I ate the whole thing.
Oh, good job.
I ate the whole thing.
What do you think?
It was good.
Damn, that's a big ass sword, bro.
Right on the tip. You got the shit.
Oh shit!
Wait, you do
that's
it?
some good aim. Yeah, he hit it, but it didn't skewer.
Oh yeah, you got it, bro. Clean through. Yeah, there it is. There's the mortal wound. That's just dead as fuck. It also smells terrible. You smell that? Smell that. That smells like somebody shit in that ball, bro. What the fuck?
Wait, you said this?
Where does he live?
Yeah.
I wonder what state he lives in.
It used to be so nice. I used to wake up at 11 p.m., go to Wendy's at midnight, eat food, pass out on this mattress, wake up at 2 a.m., and stream all fucking night. See?
You look like you want to try it, Techie.
Wake up on this mattress. Outside or
I'm
inside?
too fat. I won't bounce, bro. Can I see your magic cards?
Bro, look at that fucking house, bro. It had boarded up windows.
I have a lot more, but here are these.
You got Sacred Foundry in here, bro. That's like $30. Yeah, damn, some rare shit. Oh, slivers too. Oh, Darksteel Colossus. That's my buddy's favorite card in the game. That's the good shit, though. I'm telling you, man. If you play Magic and you say, "Oh, it's too expensive," bro, just write the fucking name on the card.
What does it say?
Stomping Ground. Yeah, you need 4 of them things.
Yeah.
Bro, this card is obnoxious.
What is it?
Sensei's Divining Top. How to make a 5-minute game turn into a 30-minute game. Holy shit!
That must be Magic the Gathering, man. That has to be Magic the Gathering.
That's so much extra time every turn. Yeah, this is cool. You're not playing like cringe decks. You're just playing like good decks. You ever do local tourneys?
I got enough DCI points. I have my DCI card over there, actually.
Oh, what the hell?
And I got enough points to compete in local tournaments, and then I stopped playing.
Does this shit look dorky or does this shit look cool?
I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
That means it's dorky.
I mean, I know how to play card games.
I used to have a shit ton of Magic the Gathering, and I don't know where the hell it is, man. I don't know where any of my Magic cards are.
I've played like Hearthstone and Runeterra.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's like better. What do you think your rarest card is that you remember?
I don't know. Like, I'm sure I have like some like really, really old rare cards because like, so I went and I memorized the price of every single card. And then I would like tell people at school, like, I'll buy all of your cards, like wholesale.
Yeah.
And like 2 cards would be worth like $20. And I'll be like, I'll give you $20 for the whole thing. And they're like, oh, okay, sure. Because they don't know the price.
Yeah.
And so that's where I got a lot of these cards.
Damn, bro. Vampiric Dragon and the OG Rith the Awakener. Those look crazy. That's the old way they used to print out multicolor too. Because now it more so looks like this. Yeah. The OG shit looked like murky and fucked up. Damn, that looks nice. Do you care?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You care?
Damn, dog. How long ago was this?
Over 10 years ago.
That's sick. Fuck, I love magic. What's in the file cabinet? I haven't seen one of them things in 20 years.
My mom's tax documents from 1996.
Let's check them out. I wonder, are we the out of touch ones?
Why would you keep the tax documents from 1996?
Like, what if normal houses are just like this?
I mean, like, the design, but, I mean,
The
like, look
fillings.
around you. Like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, what, that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there were ants, right? Because if you look at like all the gray stuff, that's ready-made concrete that I put up in there so the ants don't get through.
This is like a support beam, right?
Yeah, it is.
Is that a crack?
I don't know.
Can you show us you laying down in the nest? Like like how you would, like, if today sucks, how you would roll yourself up in the nest?
Yeah.
Look at the Chipotle,
I
like...
was literally just doing it.
Oh, actually.
So I have this. This blanket, by the way, is Mitch Jones' blanket. That's actually his ex-girlfriend's pillow, too. So yeah, I get right in here, and then sometimes I can get some more of these. Like, so if it's like really cold, then I can put as much of this on as I want. I used to have a cardboard box, but then I got rid of it because
What the
I got a
hell?
new monitor.
You telling me that's not the fucking lie?
Look at the Chipotle in the background. Open, you got closed. Bro, this is crazy.
How can you have a bad day when you get to retire to that?
Yeah.
Those look cozy.
Right.
It's very cozy. You know, it looks bad.
Hey, what's up? Hey, he needs help? I think so. Now, this was, how long ago was this? This was 1 year ago. This was only 1 fucking year ago. He makes shit tons of money from streaming. This is wild. I've never seen this before. I'm watching it for the first time with you.
Bad or whatever, it doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm jealous, bro. I think we're the ones doing it wrong.
I mean, have you seen my room? I basically have that.
Nah, it's
Nah.
not even half as good as this.
Yeah, nah. It's very comforting in this house. This is what it used to feel like when I was like in 8th grade and I go to my buddy Trevor's house and like it was just like I felt like I was going over to another real human being's house. Everybody in the house was fucking smoking. Did this house used to smell like smoke all the time?
My mom smoked every single day
Yep.
in the house.
Dude.
She smoked a lot.
Yeah. So my buddy, that's how I'll be real. That's how I got back into smoking. It's fucking awesome. I miss it.
This
but I
is
don't do it
wild.
anymore.
I forgot you used to be a smoker. Were you ever a smoker?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
No, not a smoker. I just leave. After everything you've seen in this house, no, I'm not a smoker though, bro. Never that.
What do you think? How would you rate? Would you live here?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this house kind of.
And don't get me wrong, I've been getting into Asmongold's content lately, which is probably why I came across this, because I've been searching a lot of Asmongold. I like his takes on a lot of things, and listen, I understand. I've read about his history. I understand he's probably got some issues and stuff, but there's just something about him I really like, and I was like, man, I'm gonna watch some of his stuff, and I came across this, and I was like.
Reminds me of the house I had in Kansas when I lived alone, like similar layout. My house was fucking empty because I didn't buy furniture. Because why would I buy furniture? I'm just on my computer all day.
Well, I mean, like, I look at it as hunting. You know, like if you see a buffalo,
The fuck are you hunting, bro? Ants and rats and roaches?
you want to get that buffalo, right?
But you're just picking stuff up off the street. That's like a gathering instinct.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like.
This is a man who recently shared his earnings from a month of streaming. $31,000 on Twitch he made. On Kick, he made $294,000 in 1 fucking month. And this is his house.
Like, I would never buy furniture. That's stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Fuck you thinking?
Oh, it does. Listen, it does say this was a year ago. And I've seen some of his, like, less than a year videos, and it looks a little cleaner, but still got that old vibe. But man, this is crazy. Maybe this was his wake up.
Okay, but it's the same concept. Why would I get a couch off the street if I'm just gonna be at my computer in my bed?
I love that salt shaker just in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh, I was looking at that earlier.
Oh, I used to, there's a video I poured salt on my head. They added a store mount into WoW, and I poured salt on my head because I was mad about it.
What?
Damn.
Yup. This is about what I do.
So and that salt shaker never left, bro. Never fucking left.
Let's see, what else? Is there anything else interesting here? Oh, I have my cat ears. Oh, this is that jacket Emmy got me. I just put that over here. I think that's pretty much all my stuff. As you can see, I do not live in a crack house. I live in a crack home.
His situational awareness is respectable.
I feel like I've gone back in time by like 20, 30 years. Because like other houses, they don't feel like this at all. I said it earlier as a joke, but it actually feels like a time capsule of like how shit used to be like 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I never replaced the TV is what you're saying.
Yeah, that too.
You guys had fun?
Honestly.
I had a lot of fun.
Did you guys sign the disclosure thing about like if you get a disease or anything like that, it's not my responsibility?
See, his situational awareness is... It's funny, but it's like, if you know it's like that, why? You know? Why?
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. This is probably going to be the last video Emmer's ever in.
Oh, well.
Yeah?
Who cares?
Well, thanks for showing us your house, man.
Crazy
You
work.
liked it?
Yep.
It was good.
Thanks for letting us come over and making us dinner.
All right. Well, that's pretty much about it. Yeah. So that's...
Bro.
This is my house. Those are the steaks. That's what it is, and that's what it was. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bro. Crazy.
Summer is ending and fall is here, which means a new OTK apparel drop. This is one of our largest...
What? Bro, I can't even take it, bro. I can't take it, man. It's just wild to me. You make 7 figures. You're a 7-figure streamer. It's just so wild to me. It's just so crazy. Jared says, I mean, he must take stuff to the road as trash. Just take some more with each time. I feel bad for him. Does he leave the house? I don't know. You know, I just don't know. I don't have any words for that, to be honest with you. Well, switching gears. Let me see. I think I'm going to get into one more video. Ready? So when you can't afford food, or even when you can afford food, what happens when you're morbidly obese? Fat influencers are dying. And I don't mean that in a mean sense. I mean that in like a literal sense. Literally. Fat influencers are dying. Literally.
Obesity is the leading cause of death in the USA, but that didn't seem to worry these influencers too much as...
Bro, that's morbidly obese. Look, you might look at me and say, oh, look, you got a little bit of chin. Look at the chin. Like, no, who fucking cares? That's a fucking chin right there, top right. That's a chin, bro.
They made money eating vast quantities of junk food, opened salons to cater to morbidly obese clients, and even dedicated their lives to proving that you can be healthy at every size. Unfortunately though, all of these influencers met the same fate, and we will start with the youngest influencer on our list, who made thousands creating his mukbang content until it cost him the ultimate price. Effichan Kultur was a body positive mukbanger who made...
That's a dude? I thought that was a woman. I literally thought that was a female.
His living by eating vast quantities of food online. Despite his aged appearance, obviously due to his massive weight, he was just 24 years.
Look, bro, he's got the, like, wow.
old at the time of these images. His TikTok page had amassed over 188,000 followers, with his content consisting of simply recording himself eating meals. Efechan was from Turkey, which has a bit of a reputation for being one of the most obese countries in the world.
That's crazy.
61% of the population are overweight, with 32% of those being obese.
You know, when we think of America, we talk about Americans always being obese. You know? We talk about Americans being like morbidly obese all the time. We don't really think that other countries that like per capita is like really fucking fat. Like it's not just Americans. I know Americans get a lot of slack, right? Like I said, you can look at my chin and be, oh, look, you got a little fat under your chin. Look at you. These are fat motherfuckers though. These are like fat, obese, morbidly unhealthy fucking people. You know what I mean? This isn't like, hey, I need to lose 50 pounds. These are like, hey, I need to lose 500 pounds.
A big factor of this is the food that is traditional in Turkey, with the biggest culprit being the traditional doner kebab, which is meat stacked on top of each other and sliced in rotisserie style. These kebabs are just covered in...
By the way, these kebabs are absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. And if you really wanted the truth, Turkey kind of ripped off Greece with the gyro. So... But that combination with the French fries, the meat, oh God! I mean, I prefer a gyro, but I'll take a doner kebab any day.
In oil, which stacks up the calories and makes it incredibly easy to gain weight, which is something that Efechan had no trouble.
Shit making me kind of hungry like now. You know what I mean? You eat too late, you know, you're gonna end up in the fucking bathroom, bro.
Doing. He didn't seem to mind gaining so much weight though, as it was allowing him to live a lifestyle of eating out at high-end restaurants and earning a living without needing a traditional job. This wouldn't last forever though, as his awful eating habit would soon catch up with him, with disastrous consequences. In December 2024, he was hospitalized due to his weight and the related issues that followed along, but was sent home and was allowed to continue getting his healthcare there. On the 31st of January, Efechan uploaded a video of himself getting some sort of treatment and physio.
Look at the leg.
Continuing treatment at full throttle. But as it turns out, this treatment he was receiving wouldn't help too much. In his last TikToks, he was shown
like okay, listen, like you want to have sympathy. And when I say fat people, I'm not talking about the person that's 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight. When I say fat people in this example, I'm talking about people that are like 2, 3, 4, 6, 800 pounds. Okay. At what point do you just say to yourself, I need to stop? How does he wipe his ass? I don't know. How does he wipe his ass? You know, there was another one with a really fat woman. She said she would wrap toilet paper around like a back scratcher, and she would reach behind with the back scratch and wipe her ass. Gross, right? Like, okay? Like, how do you do anything when you're that big? And the thing is, it's like, you have to think to yourself, is it really people, like, do we feel bad for these people, and feeling bad is almost like encouraging the bad behavior? That's fat.
Just lying in bed, as his massive size meant he wasn't able to get up.
So look at him. Oh, let me play. Did you see that shit, bro?
Talks he was shown just lying in bed.
Oh, let me play with your fat, look how cute.
His massive size meant he wasn't able to get up, suffering breathing problems and mobility issues. And just 3 months on from his initial hospitalization, on the 7th of March, Efechan lost his life due to presumed heart failure. Now,
and look, man, I always feel bad when people pass away, and especially when I think, is this something that could have been prevented? Like, this was a preventable death. It's never a good thing, man.
Although Efechan didn't speak too much in his videos, the next influencer to lose their life was massively outspoken about her views on fat acceptance, even running a podcast to talk about health at every size. Dr. Kat Pause was an American academic and a self-proclaimed fat
kind of doctor are you?
Activist, having degrees in philosophy and sociology, with her dissertation exploring the stigma.
Bunch of useless degrees, by the way.
society holds against fat people.
Fat people are dehumanized by society and discriminated against by our society. No, fat people aren't. They're not discriminated against. It's just that we're not going to change the way we fucking live to satisfy fat people. There was a girl who was trying to sue an airliners and said you should make seats for fat people. No, bitch, you should lose some fucking weight. Lose some fucking weight. Why should society have to succumb to your fatness? Why should they have to make a special seat? Are you kidding me? Matter of fact, I think it was Southwest who said, we're going to charge you for 2 seats if you can't fit in one. Bravo to them.
While yes, there's no denying that society does have a stigma against people who are obese, Kat took her beliefs a step further.
Like, you're a doctor. What? Where do we live? What are we talking about?
And argued that you can be healthy at every size, including morbidly obese, being a big name in the health at every size movement.
This is healthy. This is the deranged syndrome that society tries to push on you. This is healthy. No, this is diabetes. That's what that is. Diabetes. Type 2.
Kat found ways to monetize her fatness too, which is her own words, not mine, with one of them being launching the Friends of Marilyn podcast. And she actually ended up traveling the world, interviewing other obese people for her show. The key point of her studies and her shows was that fat people aren't being given the same rights as average weight people, claiming...
But it could, because we shouldn't have to uproot normality for fatality, if that makes sense.
That people are rejected housing and even fired from their jobs for being too large. She actually wrote a...
Okay, imagine this. Fired from your job. Imagine you're in a burning building. Okay? You're in a burning building. You're on the 7th floor. You've got somebody that's pushing 300-400 pounds in as a woman. Okay? First of all, women should not serve. They shouldn't be serving as firefighters, police officers. They just shouldn't. Construction workers. There's no place for women in those. And I'll get shit for it, but whatever. We could talk about that another time. But if you're overweight, 300-400 pounds, and you need to save my ass, and you need to climb up a ladder, how are you gonna save me on the 7th floor on that little ass ladder? How are you got to do that? You cannot perform your job. Now, I see overweight police officers all the time, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, how the fuck are you still serving as a police officer? What is going on? Not so much in Florida, because a lot of Florida cops, they're in great shape. This is more up north. You know what I mean?
Study titled I Don't Care About Health, where she claims that she's always had a sneaking
fucking doctor just wrote a document that says I don't care about health. What?
Suspicion that despite being morbidly obese, there was actually nothing wrong with her body health-wise. In the same document, she wanted to convince people that being fat doesn't actually make you unhealthy, but provides zero supporting evidence for this. However, we would soon have some very strong evidence that went against this claim. Like I said in the introduction, obesity is the biggest cause of death in the USA. The numbers on it are actually staggering too, with almost 3/4 of the American population being obese. Over 70 million adults are classed as it. The American population being obese. Over 70 million adults.
Over 70 million adults are classified as obese.
Are classed as it. Honestly, these numbers should be a wake-up call to change your habits. And I do have a completely free newsletter that I send out every day from personal experience how difficult it can be to change your eating habits. And I made this with my meals. The link completely free. Now, Kat Posey unfortunately did not change her eating habits and carried on her crusade against society for their abuse and discrimination of fat people. This was all up until 2022, when at the age of just 42 years old and living in New Zealand,
dead,
she passed away in her sleep. She was working as a fat studies academic at
Fat studies academic. What the fuck are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
University in New Zealand at the time. and no cause of death was officially given. This would be the same as the next influencer to tragically lose their life. However, his content was less academic and more about food. Waffler69 or Taylor Lejeune was a 33-year-old food TikToker who posted videos of him eating huge and strange meals, accompanied by his excitable personality.
I don't understand why people feel the need to do this type of like, are we as a society interested in this shit? Like, are we really like, oh, what's he gonna eat today? How many pounds? Let me see how much sicker and how much fatter he can get. Like, that's a weird thing, man.
Considering he amassed over 1.9 million followers and each of his videos gained millions of views, it's safe to say he was making more than enough money to support his eating habit, and he needed it. If you take a scroll down his TikTok page, you can see that he must have been spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month on huge meals and strange food items.
Today we're trying cookie liquor. I've got 3 McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. Which one's the best? I've got Lay's Waves Funyun Onion flavored rings. I've got 3 new pickled snacks. Let's see what they are.
What?
Loaded baked potato pickles, spicy garlic, and hot peppers. I got Silverboy pizza from the new season of Stranger Things. Let's see, what is this frozen pizza like?
Although his meals aren't as extreme as Effichan's, and he didn't share his fat positivity views like Kat did, that doesn't mean his health was any better. And you can see that Taylor was massively overweight, and his diet seemed to be the main reason for that. In a video uploaded on the 3rd of February, he actually shared the screen with his brother, and commenters loved him, even calling them an iconic duo. However, the next time we would see Taylor's brother would be under very different and heartbreaking circumstances.
Oh man.
Hey guys,
See?
if anyone's being shared this video from another, or if you just don't know, I'm related to Waffler69, or my brother Taylor. He has passed away around 10 p.m. on January 11th, 2023, from a presumed heart attack. He was rushed to the hospital, and I want to say like an hour and a half later, he passed away.
The most shocking part is that Taylor's brother revealed that their father and grandfather died from heart failure, and Taylor died of a suspected heart attack. For the most part, Taylor was pretty uncontroversial and didn't make a big fuss about his weight or talk about it much, which is the exact opposite to Brittany Sauer.
Fuck, dude. Did you see her? Holy shit.
Personality was based,
bro, like, oh, God. Diarrhea, bro.
Around her weight. Brittany Sauer was another professional TikToker who was 28 years old and lived.
I blame society, bro. To be honest with you. You get society that's like cheering them on and telling them fucking lies. Like, oh, baby, don't worry. You look good. You look good. You're so pretty. No, stop lying. You people keep lying to them. Like, just like, stop.
Lived in Springfield, Tennessee. Her hobbies included mainly gaming, but her biggest hobby was creating.
Yo, her head's so big. She's stretching out those headphones. Like, wow.
Creating videos on TikTok.
Look at the legs. Look at the legs and the feet. Bro, I'm fascinated. This is wild.
And showing off her body and supposed weight loss journey. Her TikTok account was called Sick and Tired of Waiting, and she boasted a following of almost 500,000. But the main interesting part was her account description, which read, regaining my mobility and life, BED recovery, and type 2 diabetes.
See, that's a hidden way.
Now, although she did like
that's a hidden way. That's a hidden cry for help right there, man.
Make jokes about being fat, it's the second part of her bio that we should focus on. As she said herself that she was in recovery for a binge eating addiction, and genuinely did seem like she was trying to make steps to change, even sharing her weight loss journey very openly.
Oh my god, I am 21.6 pounds down now.
Okay.
I'm excited.
That's a W.
To 433.6 down from 455.2.
Okay, that's a W. W. Bro, you lost 22 pounds from 500 down to 478. Keep going. W.
And I'm so excited.
I will say that the rate that she lost weight, however, was incredibly slow, as she lost those 20 pounds that she talked about over around 150 days.
Oh.
So it's clear that despite her efforts to eat in a calorie deficit and exercise, it objectively wasn't working. It seems like Brittany herself knew this too, as at the end of 2022, she posted this TikTok, seeming to finally open her eyes as to just how serious her situation.
Look, she even got fucking cold sores around her mouth. Fucking herpes. Shit's, oh. Jesus.
Was becoming.
I ruined my life.
Like, those are probably sores from, like, oh.
With food, binge eating, and lack of self-care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time.
Like, get the
I ain't
surgery.
been to the store in 2 years, maybe more now, I guess. I went to the post office once and that was hard. I went to urgent care and I thought my legs were gonna give out from under me because I had to stand there the entire time after walking in. You know, I kept just looking back at the chair and just praying that I could just make it another second.
At the start of the TikTok, Brittany prays that it hasn't become too late to change, but unfortunately, that would be the case. On the 2nd of January 2023, just 6 days after the previous TikTok, Brittany unfortunately passed away in her sleep, with many people pointing to a heart attack as the cause of death at the age of just 28. While
28. You had a heart attack at the age of 28 years old. Like, man, the fucked up thing is that she was actually trying. She actually seemed like she was trying, but it's just, I mean, you know, half a year and you only lost 20 pounds. You know, apparently you didn't try hard enough.
Brittany was making an effort to change her life, the next influencer to lose her life was in the complete opposite frame of mind.
This one's even bigger.
Society makes you
Holy shit.
hate yourself if you don't look a certain way. And I am damn determined to change that.
Here we go. I'm damn well determined to change that. Accept my fatness. I'm healthy. I'm fat and fucking healthy. Accept me. Yeah, look at me. I'm a role model. Eat what I eat.
Jamie Lopez was a 37-year-old reality TV influencer who starred in the show Supersize Salon, which, as you can probably guess,
I don't
featured
remember that,
sassy
but
women
wow,
who were
lot
all
of
morbidly obese.
big-ass
Jamie
people,
actually owned the salon behind the show too, named Baby Doll Beauty, and despite being the owner, she was pretty much
Look at the gut, bro.
completely immobile, having to agree.
What's happening? Is OBS, something's not working, bro. Hold on. What happened? We have to go back. What just happened? I have to rewind it. What happened with the with OBS, bro? The fuck? Hold on. All right, let me see if this works. We'll pick it up from 721. It looks like it froze. Ready? Let's see.
About being fat.
There we
It's the
go.
second part of her bio that we should focus on.
Sorry
she
about
said
that.
herself that she was in recovery for a binge eating addiction, and genuinely did seem like she was trying to make steps to change, even sharing her weight loss journey very openly.
Oh my god, I am 21.6 pounds down now. I'm excited. That brings me to 433.6 down from 455.2. And I'm so excited.
I will say that the rate that she lost weight, however, was incredibly slow, as she lost those 20 pounds that she talked about.
Yo, I liked it, but when I couldn't see it. Yeah, wait till you see the next one. I know the screen froze, so that's why I had to rewind it. Wait till you see the next one, bro.
Over around 150 days. So it's clear that despite her efforts to eat in a calorie deficit and exercise, it objectively wasn't working. It seems like Brittany herself knew this too, as at the end of 2022 she posted this TikTok, seeming to finally open her eyes as to just how serious her situation was becoming.
I ruined my life with food, binge eating, and lack of self-care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time. You know, I ain't been to the store in 2 years, maybe more now, I guess. I went to the post
Why
office.
is it frozen? Why is my OBS keep freezing, bro? What the fuck is going on right now? Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to lighten the load a little bit. Hey, if you're on Rumble, come on over to Kick or YouTube. We're going to end the Rumble stream in a minute. Why is this not working? I guess. Too much weight. Shit.
Once an hour.
Bro. It's literally freezing again. What the hell? Sorry, guys.
That was hard. I went to urgent care and I thought my legs were gonna give out from under me because I had to stand there the entire time after walking in. You know, I kept just looking back at the chair and just praying that I could just make it another second.
At the start of the TikTok,
That's
Brittany
wild.
prays that it hasn't become too late to change, but unfortunately, that would be the case. On the 2nd of January 2023, just 6 days after the previous TikTok, Brittany unfortunately passed away in her sleep, with many people pointing to a heart attack as the cause of death at the age of just 28. While Brittany was making an effort to change her life, the next influencer to lose her life was in the complete opposite frame of mind.
Woof.
Society makes you hate yourself because you look a certain way. And I am damn determined to change that.
Jamie
You're like
Lopez was a
800 pounds,
reality
bro.
TV influencer who starred in the show Supersize Salon, which, as you can probably guess, featured sassy women who were all morbidly obese. Jamie actually owned the salon behind the show too, named Baby Doll Beauty, and despite being the owner, she was pretty much completely immobile, having to greet clients while sat in her chair.
This is our new location. Today is the opening. It's a few hours away. There's still things that need to be done. I'm really excited about it, and
Who
it's gonna be
celebrates
epic event.
this?
Jamie also shared her reasons behind launching the salon too, and they're probably what you expect.
All of our chairs are fully equipped to hold up to 800 pounds. You know, it's just it's an experience. You know, we wanted to create an environment
You leveled up to level 1.
where big women can come and feel like
You've
we treat it
leveled
like
up to level
royalty
1.
instead of go through discrimination like we do when we go to like regular salons that can't accommodate us. So
Because you're fucking 800 pounds. That's why. That's not normal. That's not a normal way. That's not a normal weight.
Well, and you use the word discrimination. Let's talk about that feeling. You said you have experienced feeling very uncomfortable or feeling, is it ostracized because of your size at times?
absolutely. I mean, regular
Look at
salons
look at how huge that. Okay, look at the lady on the left. She got a little bit of roll. You know, everybody's sitting down. That's like normal, right? Like normal wear and tear. And then look at on the right. And the person on the right is trying to say that what she looks like is normal. She's not even the person on the right. I bet you they had, see on the left, I bet you they had a chair just like that with arms that you can like rest your arms on. And I bet you they couldn't use it because her fat ass couldn't fit in that chair. And she had to sit on like a couch acting as a chair.
that I go to before I opened my business, it was like to the point where I stopped going because I
We were watching someone dying. It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
felt so uncomfortable.
But what's even more dangerous is that they think it's normal. They think that like it's almost like one of those things where it's like, okay, I feel like I can't lose the weight, so I have to try to normalize what I look like to make myself feel good about myself. I have to try to make, so I'm going to say, girl, I can't lose the weight, but everybody discriminated against fat people. No, it's just showing your lack of discipline to even try.
And you know, they couldn't, some of the salons had to turn me down because they didn't have a chair for me.
Right.
So I knew I wasn't the only big girl that went through this.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you are beyond big girl. Beyond.
I wanted to create an environment where everybody can come and get pampered and gorgeous and waxed and everything.
Outside of launching a plus
Yo, imagine waxing that. Oh.
salon, she actually launched a plus-size nightclub too, which was marketed towards the morbidly obese, seemingly as a way to normalize it. The comments on this video announcing the nightclub were pretty...
It did freeze again. Fuck. Well, this is the last video anyway, guys, unfortunately. Let me see. Man, I don't know what... It was working good all night. We've been streaming for over 3 hours. All of a sudden, it starts... Restart capture. Okay. I don't know what the hell happened.
Pampered and gorgeous and waxed and everything.
Outside of launching a plus-size salon, she actually launched a plus-size nightclub too, which was
Imagine that. Would you go into that plus-size nightclub?
marketed towards the morbidly obese, seemingly as a way to normalize it. The comments on
Can't
this
take the
video
weight.
announcing the nightclub were pretty disturbing too, with people actually not just supporting the idea of the nightclub, but promoting obesity itself, including those who fetishized it. I love plus-size women. The bigger, the better. And obviously, these are the types of comments that Jamie was looking to attract, which unfortunately just further entrenches the idea that there's nothing wrong with their weight, because other people seem to like it. Unfortunately, as we all know, this is completely false, and in all honesty, dangerous. As we've seen with the majority of people in this video, almost all of them have died due to some sort of heart complication, such as heart failure or a heart attack. Obesity significantly increases your risk of a heart attack by around 28%, and
Of
for every
course.
5-point increase in BMI, it raises your risk of heart failure by a massive percent. At her
Wow.
largest, Jamie Lopez was a staggering 840 pounds, and if she was the average height of around 5'4", that puts her BMI at
840 pounds. Wrap your head around that.
144, putting her at huge risk of heart failure, which is unfortunately exactly what happened. In December 2022, she was rushed to a Las Vegas hospital with heart complications, and at the age of just 37 years old, succumbed to her obesity. It's honestly terrifying to think that some of these influencers were proponents of the healthy at every size movement, which is objectively incorrect and just downright dangerous. And if you want to see more people who live there...
I mean, look, listen, if you're 50 pounds overweight, that's too much. If you're 50 pounds overweight, that's too much. You gotta work at it. You gotta be strong-minded. And listen, it's definitely easier said than done. But there's no way you can let yourself get to 840 freaking pounds. That's just obscene. Or that's just obese. Guys, thank you so much for checking us out, man. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. We're going to go live again in a couple days. I had some more videos here, but I can't sit here. My ass is hurting. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You sit in a chair with no padding for hours, starts getting to you. So I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check out all the videos. Check out the new uploads coming your way. Check them all out.